his 7 disciples. How dare you?
Good day, sir. Good day.
I say good day.
I said good day.
Tastes fucking magnificent.
Hello. It's
Huh?
Wednesday. We are only slightly late due to my fault. Totally my fault. Everyone else here was on time. Their dungeon master let them down.
It's not letting people run into you.
Well, that actually was part of it. So
Somebody ran into you again?
no, almost.
It's a
At the
continuance.
same damn intersection, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna stop. And this guy behind me's going, burp, burp. He's just laying on his horn, and I'm like, I'm not going. That happened the last time, and then I got creamed.
Yeah.
So.
Whoa, too much information. bro.
Yep, too much information. Anyway, we are the Initiative Syndicate. We are going to pick up our campaign that takes place within Ravnica here in a moment. We are going to do a brief recap, but first we are going to go through, introduce the cast and the characters that they play, and yeah, let's mix it up. Let's start at Captain Badass down there.
So
Oh,
I'm.
so-
that's you.
Stand down. I am Captain Badass, and I play Captain Badass in the game. And his name is Rocky. He's a Minotaur. He's big. He's brindle. He's badass. He's
And he's a
got
bitch.
a badass sword. He's a paladin, redemption subclass. He had a badass double crit last week. I'll tell you what. And that's it. Liz, you're next.
There you go. Yeah, you just get to pick a random person.
Yeah,
That's how
we're
we're going to
just
do this week.
We're playing whatever that game's called.
Back to Bill.
All right, I'm Rob. I'm playing Lizica, our dark elf enchantment wizard. And I don't have much to say ever, so
So why change it up now?
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
it's Grizz.
All right. I'm Jesse. I play Skriznut. Skriznut. And I'm a level 4 bard, level 2 artificer, and a level 6 schizophrenic. So I think that's about it for now that I can remember since I've been gone for a couple weeks.
I'm just tired.
Sad.
I wanna go home.
I'm just moving
Everybody's
out.
in a
Oh, I
pissy
was gonna
mood.
say,
Crunching
You were,
the
giving,
microphone.
you were giving me this like look.
No, I'm just.
That's all right. I'll
I'm
just
trying to eat my M&Ms and not crunching the microphone.
and piss on my introduction. I guess that's it. Just everybody eat your damn M&Ms.
with peanut.
I hope you're happy. And Nictus, you're
Me? Oh.
Damn it.
Emma, you're up.
The cheese stands alone.
I passed to Aaron.
I pass lead.
I passed it to Aaron.
I'm Elvin. How you doing? I am the cleric that everybody makes fun of. But I'm not really a cleric fully. I'm actually more warlock. Got 2 hits. Have a funny accent. Trying to teach them how you doing. But yeah, I play Elvin Windsoul. What level are we? 6.
Mm-hmm.
6 changeling. I don't change very often. I need to start doing that. I don't really utilize that enough.
Really? You've been like a goblin, a midget ogre, a
12-year-old girl.
A little girl.
12-year-old girl.
That did not work out. You know, it has not worked out one fucking time yet.
What? To where it mattered?
Yeah, like I thought the 12-year-old girl thing was really gonna work.
I thought you were gonna be on Dateline if it lasted any longer.
60 minutes. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
why you're here today.
that's it for me.
All right.
Nictus the M&M eater.
I am Kevin, aka Nicholas, on my online social media channels. I am the Dungeon Master. I present the stories and let the players make their choices based on the details that I give them. I play all the other characters that they are not playing that are within the world. A lot of my voices sound exactly the same. So if you're wanting a full-on theater production, you should probably watch another show.
I wasn't laughing at
His goblin is spot on.
All my goblins are good.
The goblins are
It's all the
amazing.
same.
I'm just wait till we start introducing some female goblins. You guys are gonna love that. Anyway, we are gonna do a recap of last week's session, which was mostly Elven related, Elven backstory, Elven,
because I'm important.
Elven stuff having to do with his origin and how he became who he was. They had gotten a tip to investigate a basilica that is ran by a family within the Orzhov Syndicate known as the Belheims. These are the same members that ended Elvin's previous life before he became the cleric warlock that he is today. There was a confrontation within some thugs that carried down into the basement, which was sort of like a crypt. And then he found out that the people that killed him were not quite the same people he remembered because they were vampires now.
And one got away.
And one got away.
It all started at the Charles Xavier School of the Gifted.
One of them had, when her life seemed like it had been ended, Sheila Belheim was miraculously resurrected from the dead, presumably by some sort of death ward spell. A modified death ward spell, but she fled, promising to see him again real soon. However, Victor lay dead.
He's dead.
Dead. D-E-D. Dead. And that's where we're going to pick up in the crypt. Over the body of Victor, and you're now holding your new and improved Scoffbog.
Well, as you can see, I'm the strongest. Something funny?
I sneezed. That's
what I
dusty in
thought.
here.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome for our help.
Thank you.
I come out from behind the barrel. What happened? Did I miss everything? Fuck, they're all dead.
We thought you was just behind that barrel again.
I
Where'd
was
you go?
seeing if there was any more Bellheims back
No,
there.
he wasn't in the barrel. He was behind the little pew. When that thing fell over.
Oh,
Wait, hang on. You didn't take any of the gold, did you?
No, I would never do that.
Insight check.
Make either a deception or a persuasion check, depending on which one you're attempting to do.
what's the matter with you? Here.
Yeah.
I'm going to use persuasion
Okay.
because I feel like if he's in there all by himself, he's going to take some for himself. Oh, fuck, this shit's all over the ground. I better pick it up. I put it in my pockets.
Shit. You're fucked.
15.
Got a 3.
I rolled a 5, but I got a 10 on.
You can say whatever you want. You don't have to tell him whether you're telling the truth or not.
Nope, didn't see anything. Jingle, 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 jingle.
Well, I will just say if you did take any, I'm not assuming. You're just as bad as the Belheims, because that's not money that's yours. That belongs to the Orzhov. And in all honesty, that would make somebody come after you.
Well, since we are in a church, I appreciate the sermon. But like I said, I have none of your gold on me. And
Wait, whoa. None of my gold? Well, of course you don't have my gold. Do you have gold from upstairs?
not that I recall.
Alright.
It's a long walk.
You wouldn't lie to your best friend.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't lie to my best friend.
But you said yeah first.
And I appreciate
And like,
that.
yeah, I wouldn't lie to my best friend, like
Okay,
agreeing with you.
I just wanted to make sure we're on the same terms.
Mm.
Did you take any gold?
No.
You look like you took some gold.
No, I didn't.
I know he didn't.
No, I didn't.
Or maybe
I
a crooked cop.
Maybe you should shut up.
Alright.
Speaking about gold, weren't we supposed to find somebody's gold here? That little like one-eyed guy.
Yeah, Thimble.
That guy, yeah.
Fibble.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the hell
that's
is
what
he?
I
He was,
said.
he was invisible.
Yeah, wasn't he like
Yeah,
outside
he
or something?
He was keeping guard for us. He was gonna let us know with his hold his breath, talk, communication in the brain thing.
telekinesis. This guy.
Good God. Good God.
Telepathy,
Nobody
I mean.
came.
Nobody came that we know of, but I do think we should probably get the hell out of here.
Yeah, bodies and people. Yeah, it doesn't go well for us. Alright, let's go. I'm out.
Does this guy have anything significant on his body? Did you check him for treasures, keys?
No. I didn't even think. Wait, you check people?
Well, you know, what if he's got a secret key and he's holding people prisoner behind it?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'll
he
pull
would-
out. I'll pull out a
obviously not
little
good
like
person.
looks like a kitchen knife, like what you would cut a steak with, and I'll saw off 3 of his fingers. Got him. I won't investigate any further of the body.
Okay.
All right,
I
let's
checked him.
let's.
He's clean.
Oh, he looks
Do you want to
dirty.
check?
Looks like
No.
it misses fingers.
Anyone else doing any investigation within the tomb or on the bodies?
I'll check the room itself. I won't check the body.
Well, there's the 4 actual caskets, like the coffins.
Oh yeah.
And then there is the 2 almost like throne like chairs, and there's a small lockbox that is kind of up on a shelf that was behind the 2 chairs.
Okay.
It's a very fancy little like ornate lockbox.
Can I take my Perun sword and like pop the lock off?
You
Like
can try.
not doing finesse anything, purely.
Yeah, no, it's pure strength. Yeah, go
I
for
feel like being the person Liz is, he would definitely check.
it.
What kind of check you want?
Do a let's call it athletics check. It's brute force.
I agree.
Yeah.
That is a dirty 14.
The lock bends a little bit, but it's pretty firm.
Hey, Skriz, stand on my shoulders and help me push this down.
Okay, I don't see
It-
what that does, but
It's called leverage.
yeah, I don't know that dude, but I'll
Yeah.
get up there. So I get on his shoulders. Okay, we're leveraged now.
We're leaving. Here, wear this trench coat.
So what am I supposed to do? Do I need to change my voice? Do I need to talk different? How you doing?
No, it's how
See,
y'all
that was it.
doing.
That's how you say it.
Isn't it y'all?
No,
How y'all doing?
no. We're not from South Ravnica.
I heard they like their brothers and sisters there.
That was good.
Got him.
Well, golly. So with Skriz on my shoulders, kind of, I'm gonna have him like hold the sword more in place, and then I'm gonna come like down with a fist on it while I'm not trying to balance the sword there.
Okay, go ahead and make another athletics check. I have a new DC in mind.
All right. Hello. Even worse.
Can
13.
The sword comes off and slices your hands off.
Yeah, you're not able to get it quite in the position that you want to, and it definitely slips out. And you almost cut Skriz with it.
God, son of a bitch. I jump down and be like, may I try the do you
Don't
want
worry,
in this
guys.
box?
I got this.
So
Fire.
I'm gonna walk over with my tinkering tools and try to pick the lock on it.
Sure. Are you proficient with tinker tools?
I am pretty sure that
I think you are.
Yes, I am.
All right. Go ahead and make we will call it a sleight of hand check, but you get to add your proficiency to it if you're not proficient already.
Do you need leverage for this, or
If
you
you are
good?
proficient in both sleight of hand, I'll give you an additional proficiency bonus for tinker tools.
I'd like to guide him.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
With D4 added to it.
So I got 16.
Plus a D4,
Yeah, you get a D4.
because you're guided.
Guided by light.
Every one gets a reroll. Made it up myself.
I don't think that's how we do.
So 16, 18.
Yeah. You go in there and you're fiddling around with it, and just a couple seconds, you just instinctually you kind of just recognize where the locking mechanism is, where the pin is. You're almost like seeing through the lock. Like, yeah, and if you slide this little thing with a pop, and it pops right off.
Is that the way leverage would do it? I mean, that's not who taught me how to do that.
So sometimes he, man of many different kinds of.
I'm just fucking with you. I know what the leverage is. I'm just seeing if you're gonna keep up.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you.
And I walk away. I'm like, I don't even know how I knew what leverage was.
The hell is leverage?
So, the box is unlocked.
All right. I will.
I walk, yeah, I'll leave it unlocked and walk away.
I'll tip it open like with my sword
Mhm.
and See what's in there.
Mimic. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a fireball
Every
trap.
time.
Ghost of Mimic.
Mimic.
So inside the
love my name,
box,
Kevin.
it looks as though there are several pouches of gold. Some of the pouches have identifying marks, or they have notes attached to them, or inside of them. You're assuming that these are either debts that they collected or loans that they procured back, and they just haven't added them to the collective vault yet. Or these were like donations that were made for the day. You're not entirely sure.
Elvin, is this like dirty money the Bellheims was stealing?
Well, what do you see? I mean,
Well, it looks like a couple different pouches of gold, but they got like different signias on them. And
is there any slips in there?
Yes.
Yes.
What was that noise?
This room, this room's a little echoey, I think.
Well, if it has slips, normally that means that was a debt written out meant to go to the Orzhov Council.
Mhm.
So they keep it's kind of like a big huge stash of everybody's debts. If you owe 50 gold, well, they know about it. It's like a filing system. So if they're not there and they're dated maybe week or so late, this is probably money they were taking off the top.
How do the dates look?
The dates seem to line up with what he's saying, that this is dirty money. This is theft money.
All
We
right.
can clean it.
Well, I was more thinking with those.
Scriz clean the stuff upstairs.
Well, if there's skimming off the top, shouldn't we put it back where it's supposed to go? Is that-
As an Orzhov member, I will take these slips and this money, and next time we're around the guild hall, we'll drop it off.
All right, there you go. Close the box.
How much is it? A big box?
It's pretty big.
You
I
got
mean,
the
not
bag
like.
of
I mean,
holding.
it's like
How
the
much-
size of a chest.
How much
Emily
gold
has
is in it? And how many slips?
About
Let's just
10,000
look here.
gold.
Yeah,
How heavy is that?
It's pretty heavy.
we got the bag of holding. And,
yeah.
Pigwin's got it.
Okay, so we'll do back.
It's roughly 10,000 gold and
Jesus.
just coins, gems, and
God,
various
I wish I
things.
was in good character.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll take the whole chest.
Yeah.
Is there anything on this chest that says it's the Bellheims?
Yeah, it has their family crest on it.
All right, we're gonna definitely take this. That way, they don't think it's us that took 10,000.
Well, if it was us that took it, why would we give it back?
But we are taking it to them.
But
We're
we're giving.
taking it to them. Yes.
Yeah. So if we took it, we wouldn't be giving it back.
Correct, but
Unless
if I
we work for them.
correct, but if I show up with slips that are owed, they're gonna say this is dirty money. They're gonna point it right to us.
Well, it's a good thing we're taking the chest.
Yeah. See, now you're thinking. Now you're using your head. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
You're okay.
I mean, is it the doing part
No,
or
don't worry
or
about
the
it.
how part?
Can you help me lift this chest?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just ask the small guy who would help pick us
Um,
up.
Upon further investigation, you do see a small pouch in there with a tiny scribble of paper kind of tucked inside of it. It says Fibblethip. At least you assume that that's how you would spell Fibblethip.
Is that a U? What language is that?
I will open the note or the slip.
The notes makes
Don't laugh before you say something.
the note makes it basically, the way that you read it as Orzhov is that this is money that he loaned them for some sort of service, and it was kind of implied that they never did the service, and it was supposed to make him more money, like it was a business venture. And this basically is kind of like what you would recognize as like a write-off in that, and that's how they kind of embezzle more money. This doesn't have any kind of tracing magic on it. You know that.
Like a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
None of this gold has any tracing on it.
I guess I can ask you guys. So, Thimblethip's money / investment. Well, it's right here. We can decide as a group to give it back to him, or we can let Orzhov Council take care of it.
I mean, I feel like we just give it back to him. He did you a big old solid. It's his money. I don't see. Is there like a law against doing that?
Well, the interesting part about the money in this chest, from what you know of Orzov, and what you kind of observed when they were embezzling, and you know how it would be easy to embezzle, this money's not on the books, on the record anywhere.
Yeah.
This money was never given to the Orzov Council. It was given to the Bellheims specifically to perform a task. You're not sure what the task is. It could be anything. It could be to shake down your neighbor, or to shake down a local business, or to invest it in some type of endeavor. You know, kind of like a gamble, and then get your money back. So none of this money is what I would call owned by the Orzov officially. However, they know that sometimes there's money left in the other things. When they find out that the dead bodies were in here and there's no gold, they will probably come looking for who might have taken it.
So there's two sides to it. We can give him his money, no big deal. We walk on with our lives.
Sure.
But if we give it to the Orzov, we kind of put it in their hands. He may get his money back, may just be a lost cause. I know he's our friend, but at the same time, he's a business partner, and I gotta respect my own guild.
Well, as someone who's not an Orzov debt collector, I'm gonna follow your lead here. I don't really know the workings of this stuff. I mean, I don't personally see why we shouldn't give it to him, but I don't understand money and gold and all that.
You would just hate for it if it was actually being tracked. Somehow, I know this might be off the record, but if it's being tracked, they're gonna know who gave it out. So, any others against giving him the money, or giving it to the Orzov?
I probably walked away from.
I mean,
just don't really give a shit about
whether we give it
people
his money back or not. I mean, I feel like once it's out of our hands, it's not our problem anymore. So,
all right. So we'll put the chest in the bag of holding, and we probably should get to the Orzov Guild as fast as possible.
Sure.
The less time the money's just floating around, the less.
What about all the money in the front room?
Don't touch that.
I'm sure the Orzov will.
Do we have to go through there on the way back out?
Yeah.
It's the only way in.
Okay.
I wouldn't touch it. That's definitely tracked. Every penny. That pot that it's in, both of them, they're tracked. They're magically tracked. So everything that goes in, they know exactly the amount that's in there. If there's 1,000 gold in there, you take one out, it instantly knows. So I would not touch it. And you can't fool it. So don't try to put like a sock in there thinking the weight's going to be the same. You're not what we call Indiana Jones.
I don't know that guy either. Is he hanging out with leverage?
Don't you read?
Oh.
While this is going on, can I check? I guess the rest of the room, specifically the bodies and that. I guess they're chairs, since I was kind of close to where
The chairs are plush. They're nice. They definitely don't look like they belong in a crypt. There's only the one body.
Yeah.
It's Victor. He seems to be dressed in, I wouldn't say anything magical about his clothing, but it is nice. It's standard sort of like leather jerkin, and there's like body armor underneath of it, but it's like hide armor maybe. So if that's something that somebody would want, it would fit like a normal medium-sized creature of about average weight and height. It would just be standard hide armor. His weapon itself seems to have, it seems special. It seems sort of shinier than your standard rapier.
I'll go ahead
and so does his shield.
I'll go ahead and take those and share them with the group. These might be of interest, guys.
Well, I guess we're off. I don't think there's much more here.
Did we ever check that other room?
Well,
Isn't
should
there-
we also check the crypts? Because what if they're embezzling more money in those? Like maybe it's there for
What
show.
if they're
There's
embezzling in dead bodies?
that.
More
Well,
fingers?
we've made a couple of those, so we should be rich, man.
Well, I mean, we don't really have a lot of time. We don't know who's going to walk through here. I mean, those dead bodies upstairs, I mean, it's a massacre up there.
How many dead bodies were up there?
3.
Well, there's 3 human-type creatures and there's 3 gargoyles, which that would just look like
Stone.
battered stone.
And that one
slash
guy was just
mud.
like.
All right,
darkness,
you
wasn't
guys
he?
investigate. I will go up there and clean up, and then I will stand up there. If people come in like want to give donations, I'll be by the pot so they can just donate and they can
Well,
act like they're.
Thimblethip is looking out for us, so he'd tell us if anyone's coming in.
Well, in
What if
case
he-
somebody
what-
slips
I mean,
by.
Yeah, what if he's not fast enough? And he's got to get all the way in here. As soon as they walk through that front door, they see all the bloodstone. Oh, it's over for us.
All right.
They're gonna be running.
Yeah, I got that. I'll go clean up, and I'll be there. And if people want to
take-
donate, they donate to the pot. I'll be right there beside.
Yeah,
it.
take all the donations you can get. It's good for the Orzhov Guild. It's good for everybody.
Oh, that's who I'm worried about. Is the Orzhov.
All right. You know what? I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go upstairs and start cleaning the body.
The humanoid bodies that you find, they have standard basic equipment, just the standard weapons that you could find in any weapon shop. Their armor, nothing special or magical about it. Collectively, they probably have about 100 gold worth of just miscellaneous coins.
That's pretty good.
That's their own personal money.
Oh, okay. Well, that was productive.
yeah.
And one of the they didn't get a chance to use it. You guys killed them too fast. There is a regular healing potion
Nice.
on one of them.
I'll be sure not to share that.
I'll be sure to drink that myself.
So I'm gonna kind of lift open one of the crypts and see if there's
Which one?
There was 4.
There were 4
back left.
back left.
But while they're
Back
doing that,
left is
I'm
the
moving the
coming
bodies
up the stairs.
around. Is
Southwest.
there a closet to stuff those bodies
Thinking
in?
northeast.
Not that you
Northeast.
saw.
Yeah, the crypts are
Southeast.
kind of like the
Yeah.
The only room you saw was the main chapel room.
stairs are here.
You walked in that
Right,
tiny
we're
little
here.
hallway.
Right.
But
And
there's
which one
seats
do you
at the
want?
chapel, right?
Oh yeah, there's
So
benches.
I'm gonna prop the bodies like they're
Oh,
back
let's go
toward
to
the
the six.
entrance and make it look like they're in there praying, like put the heads down.
That's okay. Yeah, it's dark. I like it.
So we're gonna do the one. So we're
I
standing.
call
like-
this piece the last
here.
prayer.
We're gonna do the closest one right here.
All right. So
The
there's
D6. There's 4.
if the chairs are the north side of the room. Okay, which one do you want? There's 2 coffins by the chairs, and then there's 2 coffins by the door.
North.
One by the chairs on the right. In front of-
So that would be
So
the
northeast?
Front of
northeast one.
Victor.
Yep, that'd be the northeast one.
Sure.
So you lift that one up, and inside, this is the plushest coffin that you've ever seen. It's like leather trimmed with velvets. There's like a scent of some kind of like oil or perfume of some kind coming from it. There you see that there's a few longer hairs in there of like a dark color. Very nice pillow, but nothing of value.
Did
And
we?
nobody in there.
No.
That was somebody's coffin.
Did we see? Did either of the Belheims
The bell
have hair that matched that description?
Yeah,
Darn
well,
South
close.
Africa.
They both had longer hair, but Victor's hair was black,
Mm.
and Sheila's hair was more like a medium to dark brown.
Okay. Well,
And this hair is like a medium to dark brown.
okay. So it might have been one of the Belheim's crypts. I mean, I don't know much about vampires, but from what I've heard, they sleep in dark places like crypts. So
Yeah, that's the nicest little box I've ever seen. I guess I'll check the D100 next,
so the
directly across.
southwest.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna rip everything out of the crypt, like out of the pillow, the padding, anything that's in there.
The padding is attached to the inside of it by a lining of wood, so the actual box itself is made out of stone, but then there's like another like sub box within it that's made out of wood. The lining itself is like built into it. Now the pillow will come out, but it would be pretty unless you attacked it and like did significant damage breaking it up, you wouldn't be able to rip all the stuff out of it.
I'm gonna try to break it up in case he's hiding stuff underneath of it.
Okay. Yeah, just make an attack roll.
26.
Yeah, you hit.
All right. 10 damage.
Yeah, the inside of this is pretty soft, like I said, except for the wood. The wood's pretty solid. That doesn't really do enough damage to what I would say splinter and shatter the wood, but you're able to cut through the main lining, and it just looks like wood underneath to you.
Okay. So nothing under there about it.
Not that you can see.
Doesn't
No.
hurt to check.
All right. Nothing over here. It's
All right.
clean.
I'm checking the next one over here. So I'll check the one just on the opposite side.
Southwest. Yep.
Up by the chairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
You lift that one up, and it has a very similar look on the inside. Only this one's more of black on brown leather. Um, there's a couple of longer black hairs laying on the pillow inside of it, and it has a different kind of like aroma or scent coming from it. It's pleasant. It's not. It's not unpleasant. It's not like it smells like decay or anything. It definitely smells like some kind of maybe cologne or soap.
Got another coffin for you to beat up over here, and I'm gonna move on that same side, just I guess south.
Okay.
Well, it was another 19.
Yeah, you hit.
Well, it's actually a crit. It's 19's crit now.
Mhm.
So the last one would have been a crit.
Yeah, you didn't do enough damage to destroy the wood. It's pretty thick wood.
14.
Yeah, 14. You're gonna get about the same result. You're able to like basically rip the surface of that velvet and padding on it. And underneath, you just feel like it just feels pretty much like solid wood. Nothing in it is giving or bending or giving you any indication that there might be something underneath of this.
Don't worry, I got the next one. Fireball.
Yeah, fireworks great on stone.
All right, so I will check the next crypt then.
You lift that crypt lid open, and it is stone inside. It's completely empty.
You should try and beat this one up too. It's sketchy. And I'll go to the last one.
It's identical to the previous one. It's just stone inside. There's nothing in here.
There's nothing in this one. Don't worry about this one.
I will say though, however, that they look relatively recently built.
Interesting.
Well, there's 3 dead bodies upstairs. And only 2 fit in these.
Well, Chris said he was taking care of it.
Do you really believe him?
Well, yeah. I'm his best friend, so I should.
You're not his best friend.
Well, that's what he said.
He didn't say that.
He said he wouldn't lie to his best friend, and then he looked at me.
He really did that?
As far as you know.
We'll have a talk.
I may have seen that too. I'm not sure.
Hey, say I'm your best friend.
It always comes back to how much your mother. It's so good.
Just wait until the cutscene. Lost.
All right, and then we'll just start heading back up, or at least I will.
Okay, so you
I'll do
walk
the
back
same.
up the steps back into that little tiny hallway that's about 10 foot by 10 foot. It's not really a hallway.
Was there
There is another door.
Another door. Okay.
Mhm.
We're gonna revive Lost.
I'd like to go ahead and check that.
The
This is
door's locked.
Okay.
It's a metal door.
A metal door. Hey,
Fireball it.
We're not down here.
fireball.
I got heat metal. Melt the mechanism.
I'm gonna go ahead and call for Skriz and see if he can get this door unlocked.
How's people looking upstairs? Like, how did Skriz do while we were looking at those coffers?
Pretty good. I mean, he moved the bodies around and arranged them on different little benches. He found like the
hat.
one. He found the one guy's hat and has it kind of like over his eyes, so it just looks like he's maybe praying or taking a nap.
You did a great job.
What you think?
Other than the blood stains on the floor, I mean, it looks great.
You did a great job.
What you think? I was just gonna go up there and rob the place?
I'm just so proud of my best friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should
And
be.
you turn and look at the tables, and all the gold is missing. Every single last
Skriz
piece.
goes, you should be.
Well, he said my best friend, not your best friend.
Yeah, who is your best friend?
Who's my best friend?
See, he's looking right at me. I told you I'm his best friend.
Plot twist: it's Lizica.
Do you really have to ask who's my best friend?
I
Hey,
mean, I
Skriz,
know
can
it's
you
me.
try and
but
unlock
we're
Yeah,
this
having a-
door?
we're having
That's
a
a pretty messed up question. I'm not gonna lie.
You're downstairs. You shut up.
I mean, if you have to ask me that question, then I should.
See, I was the best friend. Now it's a.
I think I hear Lizica calling. Were you calling?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. I walked down there and we're like, hey, bro, he's so fucking needy. Run away!
Quick, back downstairs.
All right,
that
I
a
go down
divine
to
smite?
Lizica.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, can you see if you get this door unlocked?
Yes.
Does it have like a knob or anything? I start investigating
It
it.
does not.
It just has. Is there like a keyhole or anything? I go. Hello.
Sorry if
Yep.
everyone.
Count
That probably just blew everyone's eardrums completely down.
That was
Wow.
Grisnet.
Can I go ahead and cast Detect Magic and see if I can figure anything out about the door?
How much information does Detect Magic give you?
Okay, so Detect Magic senses presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creatures or objects in the area that bear magic, and you learn what school of magic it is.
The door itself is glowing,
Okay.
and if you're anywhere near the money up in the top, all of it is glowing too.
Okay. And do
The
I
two
know
objects that you found down in the basement, the sword and the shield, are also glowing.
Okay. Do I know what school
Enchantment.
for all of them or just the door?
Yep, all of them.
Okay. Interesting. So we've got an enchantment spell on this door.
So you don't talk to anybody else, but you talk to yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can do anything about that.
Not like that's going on. Hello. To me, you're looking for.
So there is no mechanism that we can see on this door.
Just looks like a solid. You know it's a door. You can see hinges,
Hmm.
but you can't see any sort of handle.
Can
or
I
locking
investigate, like,
mechanism.
investigate the creases of the door?
Yeah, the door itself, it looks relatively like you. It's pretty to the flush almost.
Mhm.
You're not getting any kind of like tool through it.
Could I like try and pop the hinges off?
You
Like-
could, if they were that kind of hinge.
Different kind of hinge.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
They're like one solid piece.
You know what? I got an idea.
What's your idea?
Lictus. Will you get in the coffin? I'll get one. If you get in one.
What is this supposed to accomplish?
What if it unlocks the door?
While they're doing that, search the bodies.
Of who?
There's only one.
There's only one in there.
Well, one
There's
downstairs.
Three
Downstairs.
upstairs.
Oh,
Well, we already checked all the bodies.
Oh,
I
did
think.
you?
Yeah.
You guys already had the wand thing that you got off of Maud
Oh,
upstairs.
Yeah, we got the.
The wand or whatever.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, try the
Try
wand.
the
again.
wand.
I
on
know
the
it was a
door.
little bit ago. You guys might have forgot that you had it.
Yeah, try the wand on the door that you have.
You really don't think it's getting in the crypt? All right, fine.
All right.
Bippity boppity boo. Right over there.
Um,
How you doing?
You're not entirely sure how the device works. Make a Arcana check.
I'd like to pass. Can I give myself guidance?
I think so. It's
sure,
the
yeah.
it's the cantrip, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
guide myself.
I
You wanna-
think
you
I
wanna
think it's
get-
any creature that you can put your hand on,
Yeah.
so you can touch you and be guided.
Touch my.
You can touch yourself and be guided.
when you think of your best friend, you touch yourself.
I'm my own best friend. Ooh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
3 + 3 is 6.
Good thing you didn't have me roll.
It's a 9. I'm sorry. D&D Beyond is acting a little slow right now. Mine is fuck. 11.
Yeah, looks like a stick to you.
Who has good Arcana?
I don't know.
Probably would be your wizard.
Would you like to try?
I mean, I'll give it a college try.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
actually,
will
I got +3
hand
Arcana.
the
How about
wand
that?
to the most powerful one. Lictus.
Thank you.
Well, like this is a different game. This is Lizica.
It's close enough.
Son of a bitch. Why do you have to have all the same name?
Yeah, they all start with the L.
and they're all
I mean,
wizards.
Wait till
They're all
you
dark
find my
elves.
next dark elf
We gave
character
him a
that starts
list of
with an
names
L.
to use, and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, I'll just
make
change
that
3
many
letters."
characters.
Don't worry, guys. My
When-
next dark elf is gonna be Lizard.
I can't wait till you do like Lorenzo.
It's gonna be a lot lizard.
Okay, I'll go ahead and see if I can figure out anything about this wand. Ooh, that's pretty good.
than fireball.
Um,
Guidance.
ooh, okay. See if I can get.
Don't roll mine.
That's
It's a 1.
that's fine because I got a 19, so 20.
You recognize this as a. it's a mechanism that is designed to open locks without handles, or it's kind of like remote access for your car, which is how she was able to control the thing. The enchantment matches both the. How long does detect magic last?
I think it's
It's like 10 minutes or something, right?
yeah, I believe so. Let me
So
double
within
check.
that time frame, you can kind of see that the enchantment that's on this wand is the same that's
Yeah.
on the door.
Okay. All
You're
right.
able to kind of determine that you have to sort of make a lock turning mechanism, like backwards
Gotcha.
with it, and while you're pointing it at the door, you kind of discern it. So.
Okay. I'll go ahead and attempt to unlock the door with this
Okay.
one. Then.
So as you kind of point at the door at the particular angle that you feel it should be at, the stick itself kind of illuminates a little bit more, not from your detect magic spell. And as you're kind of turning it really slow, you actually hear the mechanism inside clicking and clanking, until you hear it pop all the way, and then the door.
All right. Now, who wants to go in other than the wizard with 4 HP? Just in case there's a trip.
You know what? I say you stay outside. Hear me out. In case this door shuts. Ah, see, then we're not stuck.
That's a good idea.
So, Skriz, best friend. You want to go in with me?
Skriz has already walked through the door.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, and I'll follow Skriz in.
I'll just.
You come into when you open this up, you see this room is made entirely of some kind of dark iron metal. You're not sure exactly the composition of it, but you detect that the entire vault itself is magical as they're opening the door. There are crates, boxes, and piles and bags of gold in this room, and various coins.
Holy
Dibs, I was here first.
The room itself is probably like 20 by 20.
Do I detect any magic on the gold or crates?
Absolutely, it's
Okay.
illuminating.
Gotcha. Is it same as the ones outside?
Mm-hmm.
I'm casting Mage Hand,
Sure.
and I'm gonna go over to just some random bag and just have him start moving stuff. I want to back away towards the door and have it move like towards bags of gold and move it to
Mhm.
see if anything happens.
It does not seem to get any sort of response. It just moves.
Does this look like marked money?
It has an aura glowing around it from detect magic.
I'll say
Yes.
that out loud to let you know that this is definitely tracked money.
You've never seen this much money.
But who's tracking it?
That's more information than my spell can give me.
At about this time, Skriz is like getting one of the bags from his.
My
Mage Hand.
guess, the aura's off.
Yeah. From your experience with the Orzhov, money in the vaults, money on the tables, the tables for the donations are usually enchanted with a tracing spell. That makes the Orzhov, someone within the Orzhov, they're known as an accountant that keeps track of all the money. And if anything comes off of that, then they send an enforcer out to go get the money.
Okay, got some. Okay, listen me out. Maybe we can use. Maybe we can use this for something. What if we talk to the Orzhov? We've got these little bags. Maybe we can set them up as little bait, and people grab them. That way, we can help track who we're looking for.
I mean, yes, but as soon as the person that keeps track of this money, he finds out it goes moving. Well,
So we don't know this is. So
It'd
what
be-
you're saying is Orzhov doesn't have this tracking.
it's
It's
the
a-
accountant. So, but that's a good thing.
But that he works for the Orzhov.
But we can find out because here's the thing: why is this money not getting to the Orzhov? Why is it staying here?
So, you think the room itself being magical, like he said, is like kind of hiding the tracking?
I mean, if it was up to me, you're paying off the accountant to not have. He knows where the money's going, so you pay him off. We might be able to bait him out.
So you would know this because you work within the Orzhov. Basilicas are not just places for donations and collection. They're also banks. That's why there's so much money here. and when someone comes to get a loan, the money itself is actually dispelled with the tracking thing. They have your name, they have your information, they'll know how to find you. That's when they would send somebody like you to go collect said debt, because that money's already been spent. They know you've already spent it. If they tracked every time that their money got spent in a legitimate way, they'd be all over the city. The tracing is to keep people from stealing it, and it requires a high level dispel magic to get rid of it. You're not even sure if it's known magic or if it's something that the Orzhov just know. So this is basically like a bank vault. So if you came in, you're like, I need 10,000 gold to buy a business.
So this is
You
basically
could go to the Orzhov and get a loan.
This is basically already the Orzhov's money. Like,
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
So I think we should just leave this money here, and when we turn in the chest, we report that
What's
this.
been taken off the top?
Well, not just that, but we report that the church is unguarded right now by
You're
nobody.
gonna tell him we murdered him?
No, I'll just say we walked in and murdered.
How you fucking doing? All right.
I mean,
I'm
well,
not
that part's up to you.
doing.
We just turn in money. Don't say anything
I like
else.
it. There you go. Now you're speaking the language.
Yeah.
All right. So let's leave this here.
Yep.
So we can't take any of it.
No,
Fucking bullshit. And I throw that pouch.
you didn't take any upstairs. Right? It's tracked. I'm trying to help you. Would you want me to come after you?
Maybe.
Yeah, I might actually stand a chance.
He'd probably just faint. He's like one of those goats. He just falls over and dies.
It wouldn't be me, but I'm just asking. Did you take any upstairs? Be honest with me. I'm your friend. Best friend.
I didn't take it. So when I fell, it went into I had an open pocket, and it slipped in there, and I just haven't had time to remove it yet.
You know, I totally understand.
But you know me, I would not steal.
I know.
It's not in my blood.
Only potions, right? Only potions.
What? That guy gave me a hell of a deal on that stuff. I didn't steal it.
You said 5-finger discount.
That's no, it's a buy one get one free for me.
That misunderstanding. Well, go upstairs, put it back. We're gonna leave,
All right, let's get out of here.
and I'll walk.
You can in secret tell me how you handle this. You can make it appear however you want to. If you choose to do it honestly,
He's gonna fucking do
you can
minor
tell me. If you
illusion.
choose to do it dishonestly, you can also tell me that. In secret. You don't have to tell it to everybody.
I go upstairs and
Put nothing.
put the money back.
Okay.
All of it.
But when he does it,
You don't know how much he has.
Yeah,
So-
but when he does it, he misunderstood and he put the money that he got off the guards. He put only half of that back. So he put like 50 gold that he got off the guards that wasn't tracked back. He's like, I don't know where I got to put this damn money back. I'm keeping half of it. Though. I can't track all this. I'm just like having a conversation. There's no way you can track all this. I'll keep half of it, and it's got to pay for, my. I don't have to answer to nobody. But he thinks I'm his best friend. I am his best friend, but am I? Who's my? Oh fuck it! I'm keeping the money. I come back. Yep, we're good. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
And yeah.
So, you exit the basilica, and you see Thibblethip still sitting on top of the door stoop, just kind of looking around. He's kind of doing one of these. He's got one eyeball, so
How's everything look? Spittle lips.
Well, it's like, since some people go this way and since people go that way, and nobody wanted to come in this way.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
There was this little lady that she tried, and I was like, "You can't come in right now. There's Orzhov stuff going on there." And she's like, "Oh no, I need to make it. Get the hell out of here, lady!" And then she left.
Liz, can I have the wand?
Yeah.
Well, Thimble, I got good news for you.
Did you guys relock the vault?
Not,
I feel like that was our plan, even though we didn't. fully
Yeah,
say
I said that. Like,
So
we
it was
should realize.
implied.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Well, he did say we were gonna put it back, but there was nobody there to guard it. How would that?
I'm gonna give this to you.
What's this?
This is a wand.
Yep, looks
Okay.
like a stick.
You're gonna take it
Steven's
downstairs.
doing this with it.
You're gonna take it downstairs, and there's a vault.
Okay.
No lock. You can get your money from there.
Didn't you say that money was tracked? I thought his money wasn't in there.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man. I could have had some more money, and you're just gonna let him take the whole damn vault?
Hey, no. I know how the Orzhov work. That money in that vault, they're gonna track it, and then they are gonna come and kill me.
I rolled a 20, by the way, on my insight check.
Like, the more I keep hearing the word track,
I mean, did you get my money?
no, I rolled a 4. So yeah, he's still just.
I mean, maybe it wasn't there, but those guys are dead now. That's cool. Maybe I'll just, take it off their dead bodies. No, it's in there. It's definitely in there.
How much were you owed?
1,200 gold.
I didn't see 1,200. There's a big pile in there. You can go get 1,200 gold from that.
Remember, the deal was, you give me the gold, I'll give you half of it.
Well, the problem with that is it already been kind of tracked a little bit. So what we got this big old chest with all the money the Belheims was stealing off the top. So we're gonna take it to the Orzhov and report it, and they're gonna see your names on the slip in that pack of money, and they should be able to just give it right back to you. But we can't just give it to you because then you'd be tracked, right?
Yeah, I guess it's okay.
That's how that works,
Yeah, no,
right there, Elvin?
I'm fine with that. I'll go take up a grievance with them.
Yeah. So we don't want you being tracked, or
No,
one of those
that's
forces
probably
coming
safe.
after
I don't
you.
want a guy like this coming after me. Like,
Is there a frog on it?
Barking spider.
okay, well, I will go take up my grievance with them.
Yeah, we're on our way there now. If you want to just tag along,
Yeah, sure.
why not? We can expedite the process for you. Or
You guys
something.
look like shit. What happened down there?
I just smile and like all my teeth but one are missing.
One of those family reunions. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
What happened? What happened to the Belheims?
One got away.
Which one? It was Victor, wasn't he? That guy's a slippery little fuck.
No, actually, Victor got caught red-handed, and I'll show him the 3 fingers.
And his eye gets all big.
Yeah, the one that got away was Bat Nanny.
No, Sheila. Sheila got away.
Sheila.
Oh, that was her name.
Yeah, she was.
There was always a rumor that she was banging someone else on the side. Maybe.
Do you know who it was?
No.
Oh,
I spent more time with the Azorius than I did with the Orzhov.
okay. Well, yeah. So she got away. She had some. She was dead. Well, we thought she was dead. And then something carried her off. Some dark magic.
Interesting. Well, not my problem. Just want my money back.
Yep. Well, we're heading this way.
All right.
So, are you heading to the Church of Deals?
Are
Church
we?
Deals?
Is that where the Orzhov is?
Sounds like a gambling establishment.
Welcome to the
That's one of its other
casino.
names.
Can I play
Yeah,
slots?
It's the main guild hall for the Orzhov Syndicate.
Yep, we'll head there.
Okay.
While we're walking out of this alleyway type thing, I will transform into the little girl again.
So it's a little bit in the
transfer
early
on into
evening,
Chris
roughly
Matthews.
8ish o'clock. Maybe between 8 and 9. Sun is set for the evening. The streets are still busy, though. However, not as busy as they normally are given all the recent chaos. This particular precinct seems to be less affected, as most of the uprisings and revolts and riots have been in the areas closest to the Rakdos, the Gruul, the Golgari. Not so much here. It doesn't take you very long to get to where you are heading. And you find yourself outside of the Church of Deals. Big, tall spires and pillars of stone and marble. Larger gargoyle statues adorn the top. The building itself is probably 100 or so odd feet high on the highest peaks. It looks a lot like a museum. with like the columns or like the Capitol building, but shinier, scarier, if that makes sense. Imagine the Capitol building with gargoyles.
He's thinking of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
With the,
Yeah.
That's
That's kind of what the picture I had in my head too.
great minds.
All right, so we're gonna
great
go in
movie.
here.
Hell yeah. it is.
Everybody, be respectful. This is my guild. I'm not respectful at yours. This is mine. And if you have any debts, I suggest you pay them. Okay. Good with everybody?
I ain't got no debt, so I'm good.
Yep. Okay. I will
You
go.
approach the main doors, the double doors. There is the Orzhov insignia embedded in gold, some kind of a gold paint. Closer observation shows that it is actual gold that it's made from. The door opens, as the Church of Deals is always open, and you walk into the main archway. On the floor is black and white marble and stone filaments, hand sculpted by very delicate hands. There's a giant Orzhov insignia across the floor. It fills up this this main large chamber where there are carpeted steps that go up into various different areas, and then there's several sets of steps that go down into the lower chambers on either side. There's big pillars that go up and adorn the top of the ceiling. There are gargoyles that you can see and feel that are watching every movement that you make in here. You know that you are being watched, but you cannot see what you are being watched by. You have that same looming sense of dread that you had, but it is magnified probably tenfold while you were in here.
I was about to say, sounds familiar.
What is with the Orzhov and gargoyles?
It's our thing. It's our mascot. Okay, have some respect. Is there anybody that's like around here that would be?
Like front desk?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Shit.
Is
Same
there
room
an
that worked at
information kiosk?
No.
Is there like a map?
I will look
table?
up-
There are like flames on some of the pillars, like sconces, and along some of the walls. All of them are lit with magically lit flames, continual flame spells. Some of them are in different colors. Some of the flames are like almost like pure white, while others of them seem to have this black flame with like white outline across it.
Do you have my note?
I don't know, did I?
I said no. Do you have my note?
Probably.
I totally forgot the ID I had.
Yeah, I probably do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will look up at the gargoyles. How you doing? It's Elvin Wenzel. Fill in ID number.
You guys don't have ID numbers.
Why? It's a cool thing.
It is, but you guys don't have that.
All right. Well, cool. I'll put in my badge number.
You can make up a badge number if you want to. That's fine.
Yes. I get a badge.
69420. It checks out.
All my crits now. All right. I'd like to speak to Council Member Zil. Zil Zaxos. Probably saying that wrong with my accent.
God bless you.
I don't know that name.
Zil? He's the council member I talked to. That's not the council member I talked. You liar!
I thought we were talking about Zeldo.
Zildo Baggins.
Zildo Haggins.
Zeldo Saggins.
Well, I thought that's who it was.
All right, that's fine.
You might have spelled it wrong.
I could have spelled it very wrong.
You made me look bad in front of my people. I will murder you.
On live TV?
Hey, it's not like I told you my character.
Okay.
You got all
me
them.
personally. You can murder me, not my character.
You got all them secrets. But can't spell a damn name right.
No, I'm horrible with names.
If that doesn't work,
Yes, I'm sorry. It is Zil. Zil Zaxaz.
Saxos. All right, so
The council members that you know of, that's one of them. One of them is Karlov. One of them is Yulev. Bautomny. Enzaku. You talked to Zil Zazok or Zazaz.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to Councilmember Zill,
Who are you talking to?
the gargoyles.
They're several, like they're almost
Kind of
100
just
feet in
speaking
the
out.
air.
Like, I mean,
Okay, your voice as the little girl kind of booms out and fills the chamber, and you don't hear anything. You don't hear any sort of response, but you do feel a chill on your shoulder. It feels like a hand is touching you.
Chill touch.
Wasn't me.
What is that? Wisdom saving throw? I forget. Our Constitution.
Present your insignia.
oh, right. It should be right here somewhere. I got. All right.
You may proceed to the lower levels. Your companions must stay.
All right. Well, whoever
Can
has
I
the
not
bag-
have one of them? I bring heavy items. Can I at least get someone to help me carry it?
No.
Well, that's not a how you doing moment. I gotta go now.
Wait.
I'm gonna guess that's not your best friend either, right there.
I got this.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
They'll let me pass though. That's the password, right? How are y'all doing? I give the thumbs up.
You get possessed.
We are fine.
Good. All right, we'll wait outside.
Who has the bag of holding? I know
Pig does.
Okay,
So,
I will. Will Pig give me the bag without yelling at
Please
me?
remind your friends to not touch what does not belong to them.
I haven't touched nothing.
And we just came through the door. Jeez. God, everybody always talking about touching stuff.
Talk about
As he says this, as his voice, the spirit, who you still can't see, you kind of look around now at some of the mantelpieces above some of the fireplaces that are off in the corner, and there's like really expensive looking candlesticks and sculptures and vases. There's paintings on the wall that are definitely valuable. You see lots of other chambers that look similar to the door that you guys saw with the vault.
Hmm.
Obviously, there's no way to get into said things.
Don't worry, I got the walk
And
guide.
there are, as in the other place, much larger donation boxes and tables. They look empty. They may have already taken the stuff out for the evening, but they have that same sort of look to them.
Well,
We are watching.
okay.
Did they look at me?
As the spirit says this, you see what almost as if 1,000 eyes from above you and below you all kind of shine through the darkness.
All looking
Only
at his face.
eyes.
Well, I'm gonna see my way out. I head towards the door.
I will make sure I let my friends know. I don't know who it is.
The spirit manifests in front of you, and it looks to be another one of those spirits with like the gold mask and the dark hood.
All right.
Good luck.
Yeah. Can I have the bag of holding, Pig?
I don't think she would fight you over it.
Oh, I was waiting for you to yell at me.
If they should yell at you.
Yeah, I don't feel like she would yell at you about that.
bag.
No, I don't think she would be.
All right,
I
I
don't
will-
think she'd cause problems here.
No, I don't think so.
I will take the bag downstairs.
Should we wait in here? Should we go outside to
Yeah, is there like a
get us sleeping arrangements for the
Well,
evening?
I'm gonna
sit
put
or
you this
something?
way.
There's a few benches along the entranceway, so there's a couple that you could probably sit down. Not really like a waiting room, but kind of like a
I'm just,
waiting
gonna,
room.
I'm just gonna sit on one of those benches.
Whoa, they said not to touch nothing.
Hey,
I think,
I'm
I
gonna
think
put
they
it.
meant the expensive stuff.
They said nothing.
Hey,
There's a copy of Highlight on the little desk in there.
you better make sure your damn best friend didn't take shit.
He said he wouldn't. He's on his way out right now. There he goes.
Okay.
Got like a candlestick poking out his
It's his-
hands.
That's his life. I'll head down. down the stairs with the bag of holding. I don't like he's changing the music.
Halo music starts playing.
Hang on, the banker's calling in.
You make your way down into the lower chambers. You know that this is where the more secure vaults are, and the council chambers are here too. You walk into the council chamber, which you've been several times. You've never actually seen all of the council members here at the same time, but you always kind of get the feeling that they're not far. You walk down, it's very dark in here. There is a little bit of dim light coming from pale white flames that seem to be floating in the air above you. There's a pedestal, like a round platform pedestal made of stone that has several steps that you can walk up on top of. There's a few blood stains on the stone that you're assuming was from people who didn't really have the right thing to say. It's old.
That's how y'all do. In case you better say it right.
The room is empty, or it appears empty.
Oh gosh, I don't like it down here. You would think after all these years, they'd finally get some good lighting.
Freshen up the place a bit.
It is dark as fuck in here. Mr. Scary Man, Mrs. Scary Man, whatever you are. Where's the council?
You hear a voice echoing throughout the chamber that does not seem familiar. Which council member do you seek?
Ooh, you are a scary one. Looking for Zill. Zill.
You see the
Must have his full name correctly.
the twisted, skinny outline of the ghost that you've had a conversation with before, with the almost skull-like face and the long robe that they probably possessed once in life, and the hood is drawn up. Appear in one of the chairs that's above this. There's a pedestal, almost like a column, similar to the room where you guys went in for the Order of the Guild Pact, but it's not as high up. It's just a little bit of an archway. There's 4 chairs there, and you see Zill sort of manifest in one of the chairs.
Ooh. That's a little better now. Zill, I'm back.
I can see that.
Yeah, how you doing?
What brings you here?
Well, I tried to tell you. Them damn Belheims, they might have killed me, but I got your money back. They were taking a little off the top, you know what I'm saying?
You have brought money.
Yeah, and proof that they've been taking money from you guys. So just give me 1 second, and I'll reach into the bag of holding, open it up, start diving inside of it, and try to drag this chest out.
No, it's pretty tough, but after a couple minutes, you're able to.
Yeah.
Just sitting there watching.
So, as you can see, Belheim insignia. And I'll kick open the chest. All these notes. All these unclaimed dirty money. I rest my case.
Oh, well, aren't you quite the detective?
You know, how you
I
doing?
thought you were more of an enforcer and debt collector.
Well, I mean, sometimes you win big at the casino. I mean,
I didn't really fully expect you to succeed in your task.
well, I mean, I have good friends. Good friends.
You always struck me as sort of stupid.
That hurt.
Man, I heard that one from upstairs.
I see that you are much more resourceful than I gave you credit for.
Yeah, I was told before I passed over that I should get some friends, and I got some.
wield dark magic.
Why you gotta bring that up? I couldn't just be
smell
good?
it.
Okay.
It's just Bill, don't worry.
Who gifted you with that
Uh,
cursed item?
Who gifted it to me? What am I on trial? That's my personal information.
You're always on trial when you bring a weapon that can destroy the dead into a place where the dead live.
I'm not swinging it around, so you're fine. You relax. You have all the power here. I'm just here dropping it off.
I am not scared of you,
Well, I'm scared of you, so
as you should be.
damn right. Yeah, see, we're on the same team here.
We are always watching.
Yeah, I know. Well, what are you gonna do about this?
Hmm.
I think I should get an award.
I feel that the rest of the council must be made aware. One moment, please.
I'm about to see a bunch of ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
You have your vacuum ready.
You see
Come across the streams.
a shimmer of the same sort of spectral, ethereal energy start to manifest in one of the other chairs. Let me see if I can actually find the picture for you, because they're actually pretty cool. The first one that seems to manifest is a spirit that seems to have no actual face. It's just a hood with long, bony, skeletal hands that come out of this like frayed-looking robe. You can see through them, much like you can Zil, and they just manifest there, sort of like put with their arms on their chair, kind of like they've been sitting there the whole time. In one of the other chairs, you see a longer-haired, sort of bald on the top looking specter. It has this perpetual look of pain across its face, and it looks to present itself with like a smile, but it looks like the smile is just, it's not able to fully form on its lips, like its face is forever trapped in this pain. This one's fingers are long with like big protruding claws that come off of it. Then there is a final ghost that manifests. Even though you know that the council has 5 total members, this one is a large ghost, sort of heavy set. It has a big, long, flowing, almost like cape that washes out like it's sitting on a cloud of some type. Its face looks locked in a forever grin, like an evil, wicked-looking grin. And he's sort of sitting here, like, doing one of these.
How you doing?
Present your evidence.
Well, I give you Exhibit A, the Belheim chest. Yep, the Belheims, the murderers, the thieves, the deceiving Belheims. All this dirty money.
What have you done with them?
Well, me and Daddy Scoffog gave him a little piece of the medicine. And well, Victor's dead. He didn't make it. He won't be able to stand trial, but his wife will. Crazy shit. She actually came back from the dead. You know, like that whole thing that brought the city down. Well, I think she might have been sleeping around with him, from what I've been told.
And where is she at?
I don't know. She disappeared. She said, "I'll see you again," and ran off. And that's when I took the chest, without even a scratch on me.
You are low level.
You're only level 6.
You are not a high level enforcer.
No, but I think this does.
Why take this task?
vendetta, for fun.
Interesting. Yes, fun.
Yep, yep. We're getting real good, and we're collecting things
So why bring back the money if it wasn't traceable?
because I have what we call honor.
Honor.
Yep.
A deplorable word by one who wields such evil. However, we appreciate you bringing this evidence to our attention. Yes, indeed, we do.
So I think I'm due for one of them promotions, and maybe a little bit of a pay raise since this was for a major enforcer, and I'm just a little guy.
We don't really pay salary. You just get to keep part of your debts you collect. You know the deal.
Oh, you're right.
What kind of promotion do you want?
Hmm.
You want a new job? You don't want to be a debt collector?
No, I just want to take on harder tasks. That's all I want.
Such as?
Do you have any harder tasks?
Presently, no.
Okay, then I don't need a promotion
I
right
don't
now.
know if you know or not, but the world up there is kind of gone to shit.
Been there, done that one. All right. Are we done here?
You came to us, remember?
Yeah, I dropped it off. You're not giving me what I want, so I'm out.
10%. You get a 10% finder and recovery fee. That's the deal.
All right, how you doing? All right. Okay. Do I just take it out of the chest?
What do you think?
Probably not. You guys want to track it.
It's not traced.
Is this a trick?
We are many things, but liars are not one of them.
Okay. I will put.
We will send investigators over to... Where did you say this location was?
It's the church right around here.
Oh, other churches here.
It's close, right? I can't remember the name.
Operating in secret.
Yeah, they had a vault full of cash. Everything.
Is the vault still intact?
As far as I know.
Then we will reach out to their accountant to
Yep.
collect the monies and shut the operation down.
I mean, that sounds good. I was gonna say, yeah, they had a full blown thing. They had a vault. They had like a collection pot, just like what you see it normally. But everything's there. There shouldn't be any money missing. I did everything I could.
Excellent.
And if there is, well, you should strike vengeance on whoever did it.
You have done well.
Okay. So 10%. How do I get that now?
From the box you brought in.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're taking it from the box. And I will scrape out 1,000 gold.
And he looks over and he goes,
I told you I always thought he was a little stupid, but you know he gets the job done. Yes, we could use him maybe for other tasks. I don't know. Is he good at killing?
I'll take 1,000 gold and put it in my bag.
Sure.
And I'll-
Is there anything else?
No, pleasure doing Orzhov business with you.
Keep up the good work, Elvin. And remember, we're always watching.
Yep.
they fade out.
Okay. I'll sprint up the stairs.
It's kind of like when you turn the lights down off in the basement. You gotta get up before the darkness.
The
hits
temperature
you.
as you go upstairs, back up into the main chamber, it raises at least 15 degrees. It is much warmer up here.
Well, how you doing, guys?
Oh, you look a little paler than normal.
And sweaty.
Um,
Did you? Is this a gym? Did you come here to work out?
no, this is not a gym. I actually met with all the council members,
All of them, huh?
and I think you're going to be very pleased. I didn't get a promotion.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't even get anything. But we did a good deed. We turned in the money, and I told them all about the operation. Told them we didn't take a penny. They can count it all themselves. And if anything's missing, they should get vengeance on whoever did it.
They didn't give you a reward or anything?
Did you tell him about Fibblethibith's money in there?
Oh, shit. I forgot.
We should probably go tell him. He's
It'll be fine. They'll go
Alright.
through the chest. They have the proceedings.
All right.
Like I said, if anybody took any money from there, I told them to strike vengeance on that person.
It's like, yeah, what they do? That's wrong, stealing and lying too.
And lying.
I am so proud of you.
Fibblethip followed y'all here. I
Yeah.
mean, he's been kind of just hanging out with you guys.
Thimble, I'm sorry.
Spittle lips. I think your money's downstairs. You need to find it.
Oh, I'll take up grievance with, one of these Orlov guys. They owe me my money. I mean, evidence is all there, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But hey, I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, and if you want to find us to give us our share, we'll probably be in the closest tavern / hotel.
I feel like you guys deserve it. You did a good job.
Thanks.
The Bellheims were jerks.
It'd be nice to have a little spending money.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
thank you for being the way you are.
Yeah, but anybody want to go shopping?
I want to go to bed. I'm tired. It's like 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime.
You're such a
Yeah, well-
grandpa.
What precinct are we in, actually?
You're in precinct 1.
Should we go to our local place?
Yeah, our normal spot.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Make sure you remember the guy's name.
What was that? The
Whose
Silver
name? Bill?
Spire?
Thimblethip?
The bartender.
What's the bartender's name?
That's where we're going, right?
I'm not sure. Is
I
that
think
where you
it's.
guys are
I
at?
think it was called the Silver Spire. If I'm not mistaken, or that could just be a completely
that
different
is the name of
campaign.
one of the bars you guys have been hanging out at.
Yeah, then that's
Yeah, I
the
think
one.
That's our
then.
normal one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go to
I
our
think we have a
normal-
tab. I think we have a tab open there. So,
You have a tab.
all right, I have a tab open there.
I'm so aggressive. You got it.
You've been buying the drinks.
You are loose with your money.
Just gonna look
Um,
back and there's gonna be like 50 drinks. I'm like, well, I know who these are from.
Yeah, we just have everybody walks in the door to put their drinks on your tab. So we head to the Silver Spire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to have at least 8 hit points instead of my 4.
So the Silver Spire is in precinct 1, correct?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe
Yep.
it is. It's like almost on that border between 1 and 2.
Yeah, because I think that when we're near the nightclub
And
bunch.
the
we were-
bartender's
Yeah.
name is, for those who are taking good notes,
It started with an L, I think.
Well, I didn't find him in
Lisa.
specifically.
no.
It was a guy. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's a guy.
Lictus.
I don't think so.
Lesbica.
That's what I was looking for. It's like, did I write his name
What are you
down?
wearing, Jake from State Farm? Khakis.
Bro, what?
He sounds hideous. Well, it's a guy. All right.
What was it? It was Lincoln Park.
In the end, it was Larry.
You
It was
kept
something-
calling him Larry.
I feel like it was a really basic name,
It was a really basic name,
wasn't it? Though
and he still called it the wrong thing.
Lictus.
it was not Lictus.
Not a basic name at all. I only know one
Lorenzo.
person named that.
That sounds like a name you'd make up. Lorenzo.
Honestly, kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds
lie.
familiar. Maybe it is Lorenzo.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Persuasion.
Silver Oh, it's not. It doesn't even start with an L.
What's the start with?
It's Kiefer.
Kiefer. That's right. You were calling him Keith. That's right.
Keith.
Should have been a
Bravo,
cow.
Wizard, for taking good notes.
I just had to go through them. That's all.
Silver Spire.
You know, I'd take better notes if I got inspiration for getting names right.
Mm.
That's a great rule. You just do like in a key.
You know what? I like that rule.
Yeah, you do it.
I think from here on out, when you guys get an NPC character named correctly that I haven't said in a while,
inspiration.
inspiration.
Does that mean I get inspiration?
No.
You had it in your notes. Therefore, yes, you have inspiration.
Yay!
That is a fantastic rule. Look at him. He's now writing it down. Kiefer.
Now everybody's taking
Hey, it's a good freaking strategy.
I like that rule. Everyone at home, we just came up with a great, I should say,
Yeah,
Aaron
we
came
use
up
that
with a
in my
great
games.
idea that to help you encourage your players to take better notes, give them inspiration if they either remember a character's name, the name of a location, or if they wrote it in their notes.
Our bartender. Bartender.
Do you guys remember the lady that worked there?
Is Rehab
what?
playing tonight?
The lady.
The lady?
I don't think I wrote her name down. Unfortunately,
Inspiration
Maybe.
taken away.
I may have, but I doubt
What's
it.
that?
The lady that worked there.
She just called me daddy.
All right. So, it's probably about a
Been
10
hanging
minute
out
jaunt
with, Noah a lot lately.
in the evening time to get there.
Insert daddy.
You guys just kind of just walking casually, or
Oh hell no! I'm like after the events of today, I think Scrizz just like runs in like we're back and like jump up on a stool and be like, and I'm like Kiefer the regular, and you know what tab to throw it on.
okay. Yeah. So you guys see Kiefer the centaur. You guys remembered he was a centaur.
He was Centaur, yes. Remember that.
He's sitting there wearing his normal like bar apron, and he looks a little tired. He's got his hair but kind of pulled back, what's left of his hair anyway, because he's a little bit balding on the top. He's got it all kind of pulled back into a weird little ponytail looking thing. Like, hey, my favorite guys. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
How y'all doing?
Good. I thought. Where's the other guy that says that?
How you doing? Yeah, see,
Oh.
yeah, see, it's better.
Oh,
Says-
you're
He's still a 12-year-old
you're-
girl.
yeah.
you're tiny. You know,
Carden.
I think it's
Her.
past your bedtime.
It's past my bedtime.
Elvin Windsoul doesn't have a bedtime.
Okay.
But little girls do.
What can I get you on?
I bet you I can outdrink you.
Is that something you want to play?
In that body?
Yeah.
I don't play games with little girls.
What are you scared to lose to one?
Let's bring it on. Bring it up.
I can't serve her alcohol.
Young lady, get
Well, can you
upstairs to
serve me
bed.
and then I'll give
Oh,
it to her?
definitely. I mean,
Okay.
you're out.
All right, we can go.
No, I mean you give it to me and then I'll
Hey, what happens after that is
we
I
can
didn't
go
see anything.
ale to
You
ale.
want me to lose my liquor license here?
I
I
really
mean,
thought you said something else.
Ale to ale.
Let's go for it.
okay. So you two are in a drinking contest. Rocky, what do
Can
you doing?
I have the regular and sit by the fire and watch these ding
Yeah,
my
cats?
regular
beat up
12
as I
cats.
am.
You go over at one of the little round tables that you guys often frequent, right in front of the fire, and you're sitting there enjoying a nice bowl of stew, nice little biscuit, big mug of ale, and you guys they bring out the ales. What are you doing?
As beat up and tired as I am, I really want to watch what happens in this
I'm gonna bring
Can I
out.
command
in this
him to drink?
contest.
Yeah, there's no drinking age in Ravnica. Are you serious? It's not.
No, I'm saying, can I command him? Like, use the actual spell.
You can
command him to
try.
force him-
Try.
Force him
You
to
I mean, you
drink.
definitely can try. I'm never gonna tell you that you can't do something unless it's like really, really mean. Like I'm gonna just kill him. No, I'm
So,
not gonna let you do that.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard right now.
Lictus, would you like to take a drink with us? You've had a hard day.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you really sure?
Uh-huh.
And I'll kind of give him like the show him my ring, and I'll cast command on him.
Make a spell save.
Is it wisdom?
It's 14.
14.
Yeah.
I got a 14. I
Way to
just
beat it.
made it.
Yep.
No.
For a second, you feel maybe slightly compelled, but then you're like, nah, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. And I'll watch you guys, but then I'm going straight to bed.
Ready to go down, midget?
Oh, I'm ready to go for it. Let's do this.
All right, so you guys drink.
Are we making a wager on
Is it
this,
like
or we
a
just
race,
we're
or you
just
guys are just
You know
kinda
what?
just emptying the cups?
empty the cup? Like I guess.
It's not a race. It's just who can drink more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
gotcha.
you guys each down your big mugs of ale. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from each of you. The
Yes.
difficulty will increase as the events transpire.
Motherfucker. Wait, hold on.
Is it saving throws?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 9.
The DC starts out pretty low.
Don't be looking up stuff. No bardic. Guidance.
Guidance.
You know what?
Enhance abilities.
I will make this interesting because I have a spell slot. When we go to what are we wagering? Crickets.
1,000 gold. Wait, none of us have that money.
I will.
Thought that was that.
Hey, I will wager 50 gold, I can outdrink you.
Well, nice. of you to take it.
That's fate. Advantage on saving throws make the void and the enchant. Man, I thought I had like luck.
Thought I had a drinking.
That must be on the other
So
board.
I won't lie to you. I thought that these were.
I
zero
rolled a
sugar.
5.
I thought they were 0 sugars. They're not. I bought a whole 12 pack of non-zero sugar. I
And
just
they're-
now realized.
and they're delicious.
They are amazing. I'm like, why
Uh,
is it so good? And I look like, that doesn't say 0.
I got 5.
Would you like to wager 50 gold? I got a 9. So, would you like to wager 50 gold?
50 gold it is.
So when I'm gonna reach my hand out to shake it, are you gonna shake?
Yeah, I'll shake your hand.
I'll cast bless on both of us.
Hmm.
We're gonna make it real interesting. So bless is
That one lasts
Four.
for like a while.
I
Like
think it's
10?
Just a minute.
It might be just a minute. You're right. You might be right.
1 minute.
1 minute.
So we're gonna see how much we can drink in 1 minute.
Okay.
You'll get a D4 added to the number you roll on a saving throw.
Okay.
So that's after the first drink.
Okay.
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 Next drink.
How did we do on our saving throws?
5.
I got a 9.
You passed and you passed.
Okay.
So, another drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna drink as much as we can in a minute.
Do another Constitution saving throw.
You get
13.
16.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're just passing.
I mean,
We're not
it's
drinking. We're not
two
rolling
beers-
against each other.
2 beers.
You both pass.
They're IPAs.
You guys kind of wipe a little bit of the foam off of your mouths. Your bellies are feeling pretty like you feel like you've been drinking a little bit.
You're lucky I haven't had lunch today.
Next drink, please make another Constitution saving throw.
Yes, I'm doing so well.
20.
19.
That is definitely both pass.
Yeah,
We're
19.
just getting warmed up.
Starting to feel like the liquid in there, but you're not really feeling the effects of the alcohol.
This is probably the last one for the bless.
So, so
Yeah, I'd stay with the size of these and both the size of who you are currently.
Oh shit. We're gonna start feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Art thou feeling it now?
17.
You pass. How'd you do?
7.
You fail.
Feeling
You're about halfway through that current drink, and you don't want to be outdone by Skriznet. You swallow it all down. It's not so much the effects of the alcohol that you feel as it is the contents of your stomach being really full. So it's a little bit of that. So you kind of have belchy stomach. You're not sure if you can get much more in you.
So, I would like to cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna reach in like over the bar, like, oh god, my stomach is getting full. And then I want to move my finger and cast Mage Hand and have it like pour the next drink for Elvin, but it's like the hardest liquor there is, and I still get my, and I get poured.
151 in there.
Yeah, and I get my regular beer or water.
I'm gonna say, given the circumstances of the event, what's your passive perception, Elvin?
12.
Make a sleight of hand check. And add your spellcasting modifier.
$14.
That is higher than his passive perception. You succeed.
Oh, I can take another drink. Okay. We can do
Okay,
it.
okay. I start. Okay, you can do this, stomach. I need to drink more than this. You ready for this?
Yeah. Are we doing first to get sick? That's who loses?
Whatever, loser.
Okay. Oh, God. All right. You first.
All right. I am going to need another Constitution saving throw.
Oh
From
no, we do this together.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll lay my hand on the table. Well, I hope you don't puke. And I'll cast command on him to make him puke.
How many more spell slots do you have to cast that?
It's on my ring. I have 3.
Oh yeah.
Make a
Wisdom. Yep.
whatever his. I think it's wisdom.
14.
That's 14.
Too bad the bless just went.
God damn! For the what?
And what was the command?
Puke.
You suddenly feel overwhelmed. Now you do realize that he did cast a spell at you, but you feel overwhelmed to just.
Do I-
You feel overwhelmed to upchuck.
Come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on. Blast it up.
And I act like I'm like, I feel. And I aim it right at him since I know he cast it on me. I'm just like, just start vomiting. I'm like,
And you drank the drink he drank?
Oh no, like he's puking. I'm. Well, I believe that's. In you go.
I'm like, well, I guess I lost, cheater. I'd never do anything like that to you. You can't even play fair. You have to cast a spell on me.
You don't think I saw what you poured in my drink? I could smell it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't pour anything.
Right.
I'm not the bartender. Kiefer is.
Right.
Hey, I'm Kiefer.
Yeah,
Um,
Kiefer. Not Keith. Kiefer.
It's all right. Just pay up.
Roger. I'm going to pull my pocket and I pull out 50 gold.
All right.
Does it look tracked? Does it have the R on it?
You wouldn't
I mean,
know.
you don't see
You
it.
don't have
I
detect
mean,
magic.
and I'll be really honest with you. At this point, I don't even think he knows which money he has.
All mixed.
If he has any of the Orzhov money, I think it's all mixed in with his. I don't think he knows the difference anymore.
So I pay 50 gold fees.
And we're going to roll.
That would be amazing. I can track money.
And I am now keeping track of a secret thing.
Ooh, yes.
You know, I feel like normally I'd check, but since I'm so like out of it,
Ooh.
for having only 4 HP instead of 2 max, I'm not gonna do that. I don't
Wow.
care.
Oh, I feel alive.
We're gonna reap the effects of that one.
You know, Kiefer, you've done well tonight. And I think you deserve a win. And I'll slide the money towards him.
Okay.
You paid the tab. Maybe next time you can outdo me.
Wow.
Well, that's an expensive damn drink. 100 gold or 50
that's
gold.
that's a lot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wow, thanks for covering my tab finally.
All right.
However, yes, your debt in here is entirely paid off.
Okay. Well, I'm about to get sick. Not first, though. Not first. Not first. All right. And
Is
soon
he
as I
about to go upstairs?
as soon as I stand up, I throw up.
Now, guys, you guys know you're gonna have to clean that up, right? I don't do that.
50 gold was
You didn't tip that well. You guys have stayed here a lot. I fed you a lot of drinks.
So I'm like, we're about. I'll help clean up. And then I will
Not
help.
one of you guys knows prestidigitation. Like,
Yeah, no.
I need to get it. Yeah.
I'll have the mage hand out.
I mean, I do.
Just completely forget.
Just to use it.
he's like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I'll use it if that's how it works.
It does. It
Yeah.
makes things look clean.
All right, I'll clean up the place with prestidigitation.
All right. So you cast prestidigitation and tidy up the vomit piles.
Okay, I'm like,
So
okay,
working
I'm
smells,
about done for
goodness.
the night, Elvin, because somebody made me puke. I was
Yeah,
gonna win,
how
but
you
I
doing?
need to go lay down. Congratulations.
Yeah,
You gotta put the hand together for this. Okay.
my
Nice.
stomach hurts.
I shake Elvin's hand and cast Shocking Grasp.
Make a spell attack with advantage.
Oh god.
Did you crit?
Yes.
He's about to go down. We're not even gonna count that.
The fucking button on your teammate.
14.
Jesus Christ.
I'm unconscious.
Grisnet reaches his hand out to you, and when you make contact, he does the gesture in his other hand and mumbles the words needed to cast the spell and shocks the hell out of you. And you, that's the last thing you remember is feeling a sharp jolt of pain and a bright light.
And when he hits the ground unconscious, I take the healing potion that I got off the one guard, open his mouth, and I pour it in there, and then I slap the shit out of him and walk upstairs. That's what you get for cheating.
Roll another attack.
Go ahead and roll for your healing potion.
We just wasted a 50 right?
Yeah.
Healing potion on
You just wasted.
No, not the greater. I got like
Yeah,
a,
it's just-
still
it's just
like
regular.
50.
so what?
What is it?
Worth it.
1d4?
2d4
Yeah, plus 2.
plus 2.
4?
It's
Yeah,
totally
so you regain 4 hit points, and you kind of go, whoa.
Best way to spend 100 gold within like 15 minutes.
Wow. Oh. Okay, yeah, my face hurts.
He got like falls in front, like I'm upstairs. Stroke. Don't make fun of me.
Okay, I think it's time for bed.
Yeah.
And I'll go up to my bed.
That was a hell of a night right there.
Is there anything else that you want to do, Rocky or Lizica
No,
or
go
Skriznet
straight
before
to
we
bed.
go? Before we go to nighty night time.
Nope.
In the arms.
Okay.
Hope a rock doesn't fall on my head and kill me in my sleep because of 4 HP.
I have to go through the building
You
first.
suffocate on your pillow.
Yeah. Roll a d4. Oh, I rolled 4. I did actually roll 4.
Wait, why are you playing bad music? We're sleeping.
Come on, I only have 4 HP.
Oh shit! I just hit the long rest.
Let's go.
I've got it on this one.
You're upstairs in your chambers. Who is in which rooms? Who is sharing? Who is by themselves?
I'll let you guys. Me and Skriz normally share a room.
Okay.
Skriz share a room. You make the calls. I gotta pay.
I feel like I generally sleep in the bed, and then Pig sleeps in the closet.
Yeah, I usually just either get my own or whoever needs a room, so I'll probably be my own. Wait, the wizard with 4 HP all by himself.
This is your choice.
Lizica.
I want my own.
God damn it. Yep.
Shocking grasp.
You shut your eyes and begin to drift off
Great. Now my mage armor's gonna be off.
into sleep after the events of the day, and you're sort of making some mental notes for your report back to your superiors on some of the events that are transpiring, knowing that the Bellheims were a huge part of this conspiracy to help throw over and destroy the Guild Pact. On the second floor, you guys are on the second floor of the Tavern and Inn of the Silver Spire. I need you to make me a perception check. At disadvantage because you are in a relaxed state.
What do you do?
5. I rolled a 2.
Solid.
Must be very relaxed.
You've shut your eyes
4
for
HP. Come on.
maybe 20 minutes as you're reflecting on everything and wondering how you're going to get all this information to Xerxes. Xerxes, sorry, not Xerxes. Feeling so rested and tired from the events, you don't hear the window open.
Gosh.
You don't hear the slithering across the floor. And you don't feel the dagger that pierces you in your chest.
Shit.
There's no way this doesn't hit. I only have like 11 AC right now.
D4.
Yeah, exactly. Plus whatever their proficiency slash.
Incapacitated right now, so.
Plus would be a crit.
Yeah.
You take 17 points of piercing damage.
I am out. I'm not dead. Well, I hope not. I'm unconscious for now.
Make saving throw.
As the dagger pierces your flesh, you hear a whisper in your ear. We know who you are.
Interesting. Well, I'm unconscious.
Elvin
We should say
and Skriznet, I need you both to make. What are your passive perceptions?
12. 11.
Damn it, Fred.
Elvin, you don't hear the window open in your room either. You do.
How's he here?
I didn't roll very good. It was better than you.
Mine's 12.
What's yours?
11.
You heard it. You didn't. I got him reversed. Sorry.
You're just so stupid.
Yeah, you didn't.
Intelligence check. You heard it, but you didn't care.
So you hear the window open slightly. You can hear a little bit of the crickets from outside. You are asleep.
How long have we been resting?
It's been maybe 15 minutes since you guys have come up.
So
the
not a
upstairs.
short rest?
No, you have not had enough time to get a full short rest.
Man,
Oh, fuck.
sucks to use all your spell slots on a drinking game. Sucks to only have 4 HP. Oh wait, I don't even have that anymore.
I think this is going to be good.
I'm at 40.
I was just using
wish it was
cantrips.
40.
You're you notice and hear the sound of something sliding across the wooden floor. Very light.
Where's it heading?
It's heading towards the beds.
His bed or mine?
It's heading. Your beds
What's
are
it closest to?
the window's sort of on the opposite end of the room. It's heading towards both of you. You both have a bed on the opposite end. There's a window on the far side. It's heading in both of your general directions.
Shit.
Let's see, you guys don't have any light in here. I'm gonna roll for moonlight to see if there's any. Okay, there is a little bit of light coming through from the moon outside. You catch the outline of a kind of tall, slender figure wearing a hood. You can't. Do you have dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
You are able to make out that this, whatever this thing is, does not have legs.
The snakes are on the move. Oh wait, the serpents are on the into my chest.
It's very slowly approaching you. What do you do?
So I instantly summon Scoffvog in my hand. And sleeping with my nice little stuffed animal hand. I'll toss it towards Skriz,
Okay.
giving him Shield of Faith.
Okay. We're gonna pause there. Rocky, what's your passive perception?
You don't hear. You do hear. You chose
You don't hear the window open. I got like a 19 plus my bonus.
Where's your dad?
Yeah, big stats.
You don't hear the sliding across the floor either. No one says anything to you, but you do feel the pierce of a dagger in your side. I didn't roll super. Let's see.
I would like to rage.
I don't know where your HP is at. You're gonna take 12 points of piercing damage as you feel this dagger pierce right into your lung area.
Okay.
Not my one.
So that puts me down to.
Obviously, you open your eyes like, "Ow!"
Lizka, what the
Ah.
heck?
I think definitely right away I'm going to pull my sword that's probably close by and
Probably.
retaliate. Or actually, I'll. No, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that with the sword.
Okay.
And go back at him.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Probably not. 12.
No. But as the thing sees that the wound did not kill you, you hear what sounds like a rattlesnake's tail flutter off, and then in almost like a puff of smoke and mist, this thing Misty steps away. You do recognize the spell. You've seen it before. Elvin, Skriznet. This is all kind of happening simultaneously. Yeah. Your little familiar pet hand thing goes over and kind of smacks Skriz in the face and lands on him, while you have Scoffvog at the ready.
Yeah.
And you feel the shield spell or the shield of faith spell like empower you.
Gives you 2 AC.
Okay.
Nice.
And kind of with that, like, again, throwing the covers off, summoning, like, it's like one smooth motion. I'll jump up out of the bed, just fucking trying to do this, like, hammer thing right on the ground. If I miss, it's because I'm drunk.
That's fair.
What?
All right.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, you guys threw up quite a bit.
17.
17 is going to hit.
Oh, I do get to
Oh,
attack
Max.
twice. Does that matter?
Yeah.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, I'll give you the second attack before.
Oh, that'll hit. 24.
Yeah, that does hit.
Nope. Probably. No, you got an extra high AC one. Everybody else got a normal one.
Ooh, first level divine smite in that bitch. Is it undead?
It is not.
Celestial?
It is not.
Oh yeah. I hope I drop this motherfucker. So that's 15,
Somebody didn't get dropped.
15, 25 damage, 10 of it's radiant.
Man, that's pretty good. It's a shame that it has a lot more than 25 hit points.
Damn, that is a shame.
But I am making
Action
note.
surge?
I am making a note of it. I'm not gonna give you action surge in response. This is more of a retaliator attack.
I don't
feel like
have
it's
action
more-
surge.
Oh,
I thought you might have.
That's smooch.
So
I'm also gonna rage.
that's max damage, 12.
can I
On the first
counterspell a
one.
dagger
No.
while I'm asleep?
So feeling this kind of connect, I'll kind of give it like the once over and kind of hit it with the backhand. Okay, 21. It's pretty good. All right, yin and yang. That's 5 damage, so 17 total damage.
So you hit the one for 25, and you hit the one for 17.
Mm-hmm.
And Elvin, or I'm sorry, Lizica did
trying to
not hit
seduce
his.
me?
Okay, I'm making note
Yeah.
of that. All right. Feeling the hammer's wrath strike against it, it uses a reaction to cause a flicker of light, almost like it's casting the light cantrip, and some sort of piece of metal or cloth or something illuminates in its hand to where you can see the face of this creature. It looks like snake-like scales going across its face, but it's got the hood pulled up, and you see movement going around the top of the hood. I need you to make a. Before I describe actually what's happening, I want you to make a. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and you are at disadvantage because you're intoxicated.
Ooh.
Double 12s.
Nice.
It's Constitution saving.
Yep.
14.
Could get up, Scurvis.
Well, I gotta wait till my turn.
You're awake, yes?
Yes.
You need to also make a Constitution saving throw.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, you guys have both been drinking. You get disadvantage.
Too bad. At disadvantage, it's a 14.
You see a flash in this creature's eyes as they go from this serpentine white to a serpentine yellow, and it glares out at you. You feel sort of immersed at first, and then sort of still for just a second. You kind of feel your joints and stuff stiffen up a little bit, but you shake off the effects.
That's a close.
And then it uses its reaction to Misty Step. I'm sorry, its bonus action to Misty Step
Oh,
out.
so I don't even get a chance.
Unless you have a reaction. Is it leaving? Is it leaving?
Yeah.
I can get another hit? No, Misty
No,
Step's the
no,
automatic
no.
disengage. I forgot.
Not unless you had like counterspell or something.
So yeah, it uses
My
reaction to
wizard does.
cast the.
Yeah, I do.
It has a special cantrip that I've designed for these things to be able to cast the light cantrip so that you can see it if it needs to, and it has a bonus action Misty Step, so it didn't use its actual action, but it got the hell out of there.
So I feel like the first thing I would do is check on Pig in the closet, make sure she's okay.
She looks like she slept through the whole thing.
And then, so I'd wake her up, and then we'd go, I would say we'd probably check on Liz first because she's sleeping alone and the other two are with each other.
Full of blood.
Now, all of this happened in the span of about a few seconds. I'm going to need you to make 2 death saving throws.
Fail. Pass.
Okay. 1 fail, 1 save, and time is ticking.
Yup.
Yeah, I feel like it's not unreasonable to think that we'd check on Liz first.
So you're running out into the hallway. Just
Yeah, got my sword in my boxers. Fuck the armor. We're running down to see if they're okay, and I don't think I'm gonna bother with knocking. I'm just gonna straight up Spartan kick the doors in.
so as
We
you
tipped him 50.
you Spartan kick the door, and like I said, all this happens in the span of a few seconds. You see over top of him another one of these hooded people as the light from the outside kind of comes in. There's lights in the hallway, so there's some like low lit sconces with flames. You see this thing now that you can get a better look at it. It's got the bottom half of it is a serpent with like a little rattle tail at the end of it, and it's holding this dagger down on top of your friend, and it's kind of twisting the blade in there.
I'm gonna charge and try and grapple him, like tackle him, hold on to him, grapple him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll because you should have enough movement to get there.
Do you moo when you do this?
It's gonna be it's gonna basically be a grapple attack.
Okay, what am I adding? Like strength?
It should be your strength
Efficiency?
modifier. Yeah.
Just strength.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So you rush up and you grab this thing to try and hold on to it, and immediately you feel it kind of like toss back, and you hear the rattle going off in its tail, and it uses its bonus action to Misty Step, but it doesn't leave. Now that you can see it, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as it looks back at you in anger.
16.
You pass, but you feel that you see the eyes change from white to these yellow, bright serpentine eyes as it flashes and glares at you. And in the split second that you're kind of still, this thing slithers out the window.
Can I cast Guiding Bolt at it? It's 120 foot range.
You
I
can't
can
see
see
it
it.
as it goes out, and you know that you're above, so either it jumped down or it slid across the wall.
All right. I'm hoping when I tackled it, that pig is gonna use one of her probably healing spells and free spell slots that she has.
Probably. I'm sure that she would probably help you out.
I'm gonna call it a Cure Wounds level 1.
On
Let's call it 5.
Okay. You regain 5 HP.
then you take 10 from poison. You're back down.
God, what just happened?
And
You are
then-
poisoned now.
Okay, I have poison condition.
And then once he's back and breathing, I'll go check out the other two.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing while all of this happening? You actually hear Rocky like kick the door in next door.
So in the matter of time, in the span of time that, he swung at it, it looked at us. He threw the hand at me, and then Missy stepped out. I'm still like laying in bed.
You're kind of in shock, like not
Yeah.
really sure exactly what's going
The
on.
hand's still attached to the
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's like gripped on your face, like.
get the fucking thing after me! And I fucking throw it back to him. Like, what the hell was that? I felt kind of funny when he looked at me.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking hotel. How you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah. I almost died there. Some fingers. The fingers went up my nerves. I was suffocated.
You're welcome.
For throwing your hand at me? It's not like I know that. Like, for throwing your hand at me? Keep your little meat puppet to yourself. I guess I get up and like start stomping towards the other room to see if. Gross.
As soon as your hand's on the doorknob, I Spartan kick it.
I'm just gonna say that it seems that it's just a tradition in D&D that doors are the biggest nemesis of every party.
Yeah, I feel like Squid's like, and
You
he
guys
just,
got stuck at the vault. There was the mimic. Now he's gotten knocked through at least 2 doors every time he's tried to open them.
Squid's sitting in the hallway. Oh, what the fuck happened to me?
I'm
Just-
gonna just do a basic because there's no really avoiding that. You're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this door just comes and smacks you right in the face.
Oh crap!
I need you to make a strength saving throw to see if you get knocked back, and if you do, how far you get knocked back.
Can I make a strength check to see how hard I?
Oh
kick the
yeah,
door?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, how hard did you kick that door?
Oh, not very hard.
I got an 8.
Okay.
11.
Yeah,
10.
you get knocked back kind of on your butt. You don't get knocked down like over the rail and on the ground floor or anything. So just 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You kind of get knocked back on your ass.
What the fuck? I just sit there like, I just want to cry. Do I see Rocky at the doorway?
Yeah.
after he gets- Why, Rocky? Why'd you kick me?
I didn't kick you. I hit the door, and then you ever play pinball? The door hits you.
You say a lot of words I've never heard of before.
You say
Yeah,
a lot of things I've never
it's
heard
my southern drawl. Different accents. Well, is Elvin alive in there? We found licked it.
No, but
Lizica dead.
You,
Great, now look what you've gotten done.
you just see Elvin sitting on the bed, counting the fingers on his hand, making sure they're all there.
I'll close the door.
Puts the door back on the hinges.
he's in there playing with himself. It's like, oh, there was a snake in our room, and,
Yep.
and then Alvin threw his little meat puppet at me.
Oh God, you had it worse than we did. Well, that snake tried to stab me, and I bucked it up. Pretty
You're-
good.
You're still bleeding.
I'll just be in the doorway, be like, yeah, that snake stabbed me too. It killed me.
I don't got time to bleed right
Wow.
now. That'll be all right.
How's Lizica?
I'm pretty sure he's breathing. I left Pig in there with him.
You sure Pig didn't do this?
Yes, she was asleep in the closet, and she don't look like a snake.
All checks out.
That sounds good enough to me.
Well, maybe we should be sleeping in the same room with a lookout from now on. It seems like
Me and Skriz were fine. We can sleep. Me and him.
Yeah, saying now that my door doesn't have a door attached to a hinge anymore, I think that's a good idea.
Can we get a room without a window?
For tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
Get in the bathtub.
And hard doors?
All of this again, it happens in the span of just a couple of minutes. You hear like the sound of hooves clopping from downstairs, and they come up into the main chamber, and then they come up into the upstairs, and you see Kiefer like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened to my door?"
it fell off the hinge.
Doors do not just fall off of hinges, guys.
You have an infestation problem.
Of what kind?
Snakes.
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 Yes.
It was a giant snake.
Yeah,
And they
big
kicked
ones.
the
And
door
they had
off the
daggers.
frame.
Giant snakes?
With rattles.
And hoods.
It was scary.
They look like the Gorgonites.
I'm gonna need a discount on hotels.
Gorgons. Gorgons don't typically come to the surface.
Well,
Well,
these
ones
few
did.
seem to have a vendetta against
You're
us.
bleeding, and you're bleeding. I'm assuming that there's probably more blood upstairs.
Just a little
It's a
bit.
good guess.
Is the danger past?
Maybe they ran away. It's no saying that they're not still outside somewheres.
That's fair. I'll tell you, we do have a more secure room for the occasional VIP that comes in.
I would like to be a VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get stabbed
um,
enough times, you want the VIP room.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and arrange that for you.
Very important paladin.
Very important.
Very important poo wizard.
It does say that.
It's a room for paladins, you know, on work.
I'll
Kurt's
go ahead
night's
and
not right there.
forego the fee for the night if you promise to fix that door in the morning.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to get that back on the hinges, no problem. Do you have any spare hinges, like in the back?
We
Just
have
asking.
I have some spare things. I mean, it's not the first time that a guest got drunk and a little rowdy and something got broke.
Yeah, Skriz.
Do you see this? It don't hurt so much here or here, but more like here.
Oh man, is that where the doorknob hit you?
Oh, now there's a mark. You can see it. Thanks a lot.
There's just like a little indent on his nose.
The room number.
nose is just in it.
like completely inverted.
You sound a little more nasally than normal.
You can just shut up. I'm not talking to you, Rocky.
He's got a number
His
4.
little blood's coming out.
Wait, let me see. Let Rocky see. I'll smack your ears to pop your nose back out.
What the hell is that?
Nothing
Oh,
happens.
I gotta do it again. Hang on, hold still.
Make a medicine check.
Can I have advantage?
I feel
No.
Like, I feel like blocking his ears and then blowing him
Not
out.
unless you are not unless you are proficient in medicine.
You know,
I'm
those,
not, but that's a dirty 19.
All right, so it does hurt, but it pops your nose right back into place.
man, I guess those cartoons you see in the newspaper really are real.
That's like day 101 Boros training
I'm
right
tired
there.
of you hurting me.
I just fixed you.
I feel like you hurt me more than some of the fights I've been in.
I'm sorry. Do you want this healing potion?
No, I want to go lay down
Well, we got
without a meat puppet in my face, or snakes, or a door,
we got the paladin room
or
now,
somebody
so
making me puke all over the place.
we'll take the paladin room and where is that?
Oh, it's on the upper floor. There's one more floor above. It's pretty much the entire upper floor.
Yeah, Skriz goes in his room, grabs his blanket, and like drags it behind him, going upstairs. Like,
So he goes and he kind of pulls up this like big ring of keys that he has, and he goes to the end of the hallway. There's a it looks just like kind of one of the other normal door rooms, only there's not a number on it. And he unlocks it, and that leads up to a set of steps. And the upper level, when you get to the top, it's very much like a suite. It's definitely much nicer up here. There are probably 8 beds of various sizes. There's some singles, there's some doubles, but you could sleep 16 people up here, no problem. There's some nice, really plush couches and furniture up here, and there is a fireplace which, as you approach in, he kind of gives a little bit of a gesture, and it lights. It's magically lit. It's one of the artifacts I got in my travels.
Nice. That's fancy.
is there a closet in there?
There's a wardrobe, a pretty large wardrobe.
Skriz grabs his blanket and just walks straight towards there and goes in the back there. Is there like a little sliding door, close it, or just
It's just 2 big double doors.
he opens them up and is like, "Don't kick this door, leave me alone." And he slams them down. And he just takes the blanket, curls up in a corner like a dog. He just puts it there, runs around, he walks around in it. So,
Yeah, there's no windows in this room.
Nice.
And the only way that you can get in is with this magic key that I have. Otherwise, that lock is pretty much unpickable. So
Do we get to keep the key? Do you keep the
yeah,
key?
you can keep the copy of the key. It goes to the guest, security reasons.
And there's no other copies of this key?
No. If the key gets locked in there, I can use a magic word. It resummons it back to my pocket if I would need it. But I have to be able to get into my room.
Sure. Well, sorry. And thanks.
Cool. Sorry you guys got stabbed.
Yep. Oh.
I'm used to it.
I didn't get stabbed.
Well, good for
Neither
you.
did Skriz.
just got kicked in the face on the door. Can't breathe right.
You just hear him grumbling through the
Yeah.
wardrobe closet.
Do you need another dose? Medicine?
Rocky, I'm trying to keep calm. But I'm holding up a finger. Can you pick how many numbers are in that? I'm holding up.
How would I know how many fingers you're holding up?
Just use your imagination.
I'm gonna imagine it's like a high five. and I'll place my hand against the cabinet.
It's probably more like a fist bump with plus a finger.
Kind of like this.
Yeah, one of those.
I don't know why he'd do that. I saved his life.
Well, you certainly saved mine.
That was more pig.
Yeah, slap him in the fucking ear. See if you can heal him.
Hey, you'd probably kill me.
Guys, I have 5 hit points.
I need to sleep.
I only have one more than I had when I tried to sleep the last time.
Exactly.
So I'll make sure I grab armor and all that shit.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys wouldn't grab your belongings.
So, do we want to keep watch for just in case? I understand this door is magical.
I think it's a good idea because
All I
those
know
guys
is
were
I'm not
teleporting.
keeping watch.
I'll take the first watch. I don't mind. But you don't need like a ton of sleep, right?
I only need 4 hours.
Well,
We'll change out soon.
me and Elvin will take 2 hours pop, then you take the last 4.
I'll take the last 4.
Sound good?
Sure.
All right, I'll go first.
I know nobody ever asked Griznett to be fucking washed.
You're asleep
No,
in the wardrobe.
He's already asleep.
There's no convincing him.
Yeah, before we go
I'm
to
taking
sleep,
a bungee strap and like tying the door shut to where you can't get
I'm
out.
safe.
before we go to sleep, I want to say that I think our best bet from here on out is probably to figure out. I heard. I think it was Niv. Who gave us? I think it was Niv that gave us like the overview of what's going on.
Yeah,
Or,
he was saying that Drod was in need of some
yeah,
help.
I
with
think
the-
I think our best bet would be to go down and reconvene with Draw's forces and take these Gorgons out before they take us out.
I agree. I think would we be able to tell that like it was petrifying stuff that they were doing to us, or would we have any idea of a way to protect ourselves against that?
You have probably never seen it before, unless you are from the Undercity. You may have, but the Gorgons have been pretty reclusive.
Yeah, I mean, my character's origins from the Outer City, but I don't think he's been there that much since.
They haven't really been roaming around and popular. When Gerard took over for the Golgari Swarm, they sort of broke off in their own little faction of Golgari. Like, they still do things for the Golgari overall, but they don't really interact with the majority of the Golgari. They're kind of in their own little community.
Okay. Well,
that-
yeah, I think going to help Drod would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We can plan on that first thing tomorrow. Get some gravy in the belly.
Well,
Ready
mine's
to
fixing
go?
that door.
Oh yeah, that ain't gonna take no time. You see these hooves? I can fix anything.
All right. Well, with that, I'm out.
All
Okay.
right.
First watch.
Yep.
Very quiet.
Perception. Oh, cool. I like it.
Second hour of the first watch. Also quiet.
God. Do I even want to know?
What happened?
That's pretty much exactly what happened. Were you going at 2 hours a pop, or
Yeah, we were
Alright,
doing 2 hours.
So
2
you're up
hours
next.
and
Elvin, it's quiet.
Oh god.
You think you hear something at the door, but after a few minutes, you listen very close with your weapon at the ready, and you hear nothing. You kind of ease up.
Okay.
yeah, I get a long rest.
Man,
Well, assuming nothing happens.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Okay. Just got to get through this. I'm not scared of the dark, Elvin. You got this.
Yeah, you make it through the rest of your shift with no disturbances.
All right, that's 4 hours, right?
Puts you up next, yeah.
Just to get all my spell slots back.
You're very on edge. You are looking around everywhere, and you are way more.
I got my staff. I'm like,
You are way more perceptive and aware than you were before. You
I'm just
feel
like-
much better. You got your rest. You are alert.
I'm just Gandalf.
Every time you
like,
hear
at the door,
a cricket outside, you're like,
yeah.
you hear Skriz make a noise in there from like moving, or you're shifting over that direction.
It's just his nose is clogged up.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for this next hour.
I just saw that.
It's very
Discord.
quiet. Also
mine too.
very quiet. And do you make it through the rest of the night? You do. All right. DC was pretty low on all those things, or I should say, the roll that I had was a very low percentage that something else might happen. But there is still always that possibility that I could have rolled a 1 to 5.
It's true. Sure.
Okay. So, with that, you all get your long rest.
Here's the roof.
I try to kill you guys, and you guys just make it out every time.
Hey, if it were just me, I would have died.
And our when our hit point maximum was decreased, it's back reset now after
Yes.
the long rest.
Cool. Yeah, I did not like having 17 max.
What did I hit you with?
It was I think it was
The drain life or
it
something.
was the lover's
Ah,
cry
yeah.
when Sheila saw.
Yeah, I'm a jerk.
Yep. All right, let's look at my spells for the day.
So, you guys hear the outside world come to life. Even though you can't see it, there are no windows. The day is yours.
Cool. I will ask for the new hinges and fix the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you proficient with any kind of tools?
Poisoner's kit.
Not the tool we're looking for.
I will have to.
Like,
How long is
carpenter
this
tools
poison?
or woodworking tools? You're good until after you go to sleep.
Dragon
okay.
chest set.
Negative.
So Skriz is gonna sit there and watch him. Let's see you rebuild this door that you used to bash my face in.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Yeah. I went
Would you
ahead
like
and took
some
a
help with that door?
prestidigitation. I saw
I
that
got
for another cantrip, and we're gonna work on that blood, getting rid of that with prestidigitation.
Okay.
That's a good cantrip to have. Okay.
So, make a. Not really sure what it would be for building. We'll call it a crafting check. You have no proficiency with
Yeah.
it.
I guess Dex maybe.
I don't really, and it's not really strength.
Yeah.
Performance.
Nah.
Sleight of hand.
Uh,
It's kind of.
you are using brute force to kind of assemble it, so
Yeah,
we'll do
it's
a
like
we'll
a-
do a dual for skill of strength and dex to see if you're able to
Yeah.
do this properly. So
It's kind of a
do,
weird
do
one.
one of each.
One
We'll
of
just call it one of each.
It's kind of
we'll go strength first.
Weird
Strength
check.
first is 18
Okay. So
Door-
you're able to hold the door up pretty good,
and a 7 for Dex.
and you have a little bit of problem getting the nails to or the screws to go into the holes. You stripped them out when you kicked the door in.
Hey Kiefer, did you give me a left-handed screwdriver? Cause this one ain't working too
I'm
well.
pretty sure it's a hammer.
Oh shoot. Yep, that'll do it. Oh crap. Skriz, did you see that screwdriver?
I kicked it down the stairs while he wasn't looking. Nope, haven't seen it.
Oh boy. Kiefer, we need another screwdriver up here. Right-hander, please.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to the other one.
You hear him kind of fumbling around with something down there, and he starts to come back, and then he sees the other screwdriver down like the bottom of the steps. Like, you mean this one?
Oh yeah, did you ever even bring it up here? I thought you did.
Well, my mind ain't quite as good. Maybe I didn't bring it up. I'm not entirely
Yeah.
sure.
We all didn't get a great night's sleep last night. It's all good.
I was a little on edge, but it seemed like they really wanted to kill you guys, so I felt overall safe.
Does he already have the hinges set up there, or are they like sitting down on the ground?
They're on the ground now because he was able to like physically pick the door up, but he was having a hard time both holding the door and trying to do the screws on the door.
I just rolled a sleight of hand of 22. I'd like to grab a couple of screws in one of the hinges.
Okay, so you're able to reattach the screws to the outside of the door relatively easy.
No, I take them, just hide them from.
Oh, you're taking the
yeah.
screws. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I take all the screws. I like 2 screws are left and 2 hinges. Out of the 3, I'm just sitting there.
Yeah, so you take all the screws, but a couple of them.
I'm watching this happen. I'm just not gonna say anything. So I find
I'm
it
just
funny.
sitting there like on a little stool, like supervising. Like,
All right, Skriz, hand me the screwdriver.
Yeah, he hands you the screwdriver.
All right, and here we go. 1 screw. Well, it's all it gave me.
So you put the one screw into the door frame, and the door is very wobbly.
Hey, Kiefer, you got any more screws? The one isn't really gonna cut it.
Oh, what happened to the screws that were there?
There's only one here. I don't know.
Like while they're talking about it.
I think this one screw is the one that I pulled out the wall, and like you didn't bring replacement ones up.
I rolled 11, sleight of hand, to put them back on the ground like he overlooked.
Oh, I definitely saw that.
My passive is
His
10.
passive is 10.
Your passive is 10, so you don't see this.
I put them back there. I'm like, they're right there by your foot, Rocky.
What? Son of a. Never mind, Keith. I got it.
But I,
Wait, while he's doing that,
I'm
I want a
losing
minor
it today.
illusion. See if I can minor illusion screws already inside the door hinge.
I cast this. I did 16 on sleight of hand. I took the screwdriver and tossed it back down the stairs.
This is just so fun.
So you cast minor illusion. It looks like the screws are already in the hole, but for whatever reason, the door still seems wobbly. This confuses you. The minor illusion spell like distracts you as Skriz goes.
I'm gonna go check one of the other doors to see how many screws are in there and hinges.
And as soon as he leaves, I'm gonna drop the minor illusion.
Son of a bitch. All right, one of you's fucking with me.
What do I ever
There were no screws in there. Elvin, it was Elvin. Son of a
When have you ever known me to fuck around?
Skriz. I want you to watch this hallway. Make sure Elvin don't take no more of the screws.
I'm watching him. I got him.
All
You know
right.
how he is.
Yeah, I know. Give me a screwdriver, please. Did he bring it up, Kiefer? I need the screwdriver if I'm gonna put the screws in the door.
He's sitting here and he's got the extra screwdriver he brought up, and he's not sure where the other screwdriver went. You just had it.
Elvin's stealing shit
Here.
from me today. Okay, I will physically. I've got the screwdriver. Skriz, give me a screw, please.
I pick up one and reach it to him.
Okay.
I'll start screwing
Make
him.
another dex check.
I'm waiting for him to fail this.
17.
All right, so much easier now. You were able to use both brute force and dexterity. This is not a tool that you are common or familiar with, and you kind of get the hang of it, and you are able to start screwing the screws in the holes.
I feel like I'm kind of using laying my body against the door to hold it in place, and I'm like I have the screwdriver like this, and I'm like trying to. This thing is
Yeah, it's not
weird.
pretty, but it's working. It's taking you a long time, but it is being effective.
Wow.
All right, good as new there, Kiefer. Sorry about that.
All right, I appreciate it.
So when he goes to test a door, I'd like to use my magical tinkering and imbue a tiny non-magical item object. So basically, I'm just gonna touch. I'm gonna go. "Man, I think you missed. Touch a hinge. Do you check this door out? Make sure it's not wobbly." So every time he opens it, it's like. Like something's broken real bad on it, but it's like that real freaky ass door. Like some don't look right on this,
How long
Rocky.
does that last?
It says imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of your choice. 5-foot radius light up to a 6-second long recorded message. So 6 seconds. So basically, it's gonna go,
So it's just gonna be like a one time.
and it's gonna be like the highest screech. Like it's just so rusted, it's about to snap.
Well,
Yeah, that happens.
do you have any of that WD-39 in the back?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Man, that door didn't sound like that before.
Well, I used the screws you gave me.
Maybe it's got to get broken. Maybe it's just the hinge.
Yeah, just keep doing that a few times. Probably break it in.
He opens it like 2 or 3 times in the span of 6 seconds, and it just.
Imagine like the pig squeal from like a heavy metal song, just like.
Rocky, I don't think you'd make it in the Is It Guild.
Well, you know, these hands weren't made for finesse. They're made for
That
more of a hammer kind of guy.
hurts still.
How to make someone fail their ISIT exam.
I've lost the interest in fucking with Rocky. I just walked downstairs.
Well, we got to get going there, Kiefer. I appreciate.
I've never seen it take 3 hours to replace a door before.
Well, I've never seen someone's nose bent in it before. How's it feeling, by the way?
Still sore.
Yeah, I bet. Looks great. You can barely notice it.
Where to?
I think the under wherever
Undercity.
Gerard
Yeah.
is.
We don't really know where to begin to look, though.
Going down under.
I mean, I've been there before, but
You've never been in the guild, like the
I've been-
main guild hall. You've been in the guild hall, but you've
I've
never been
yeah,
into the chamber where Gerard.
Exactly,
You're not even
like-
sure exactly where he's at.
I know basics, but I don't know specifically where to go.
Well, I'll say, we go there. We're on mission to help them out. If they don't want our help, what are we gonna do? But
Yeah.
I would assume they
Word
would.
of advice: try not to talk to the locals too much. They can get a bit rowdy.
I would let Elvin know more of that.
It's fair.
He's all how y'all doing to everyone. All right, lead the way there. I don't know exactly where this guild hall is.
I believe I at least know how to get down there pretty decently, and I'm sure so would Pig, since she's actually in the Golgari. Well, I've also been down there at that one mount
Okay.
a bunch. So
So as you guys are leaving the facility, Skriznet,
Yes.
you hear a voice in your head that you have heard before. It's the familiar voice of Niv Mizzet.
Mm-hmm.
He is using some sort of a device to cast sending towards you. I gotta make sure that I use enough words, or not enough words. I get, what, 25?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's 25.
I think so. I'm not sure if I get that spell. I do.
Skriznet. It's one word. You and your friends, please come see me. I have new information
That's only one word.
that may restore balance to Ravnica.
I'd really love to use this spell and have a sentence that has 26 words. Just not be able to
I
finish it.
have like 6 more words I can use, so we have much to discuss.
I feel like this is a very Nismiz thing to do.
All right, I'm gonna find the rest of the part. Okay, the Niv Mizzet just sent me a message in my head. I think you knocked something loose because I'm hearing everything. He said something about. Oh, fuck, I forgot already. No, I'm just kidding. Said something about come see him. He has new information and a set of new balances.
Like the.
I don't know. Maybe it's
speaker?
for Elvin so he can measure money.
Oh yeah, sure. New change balances.
Yes.
Did he say to see him now? Should we go later?
I don't think he gave a time, but he said A. I don't know if that's
Probably as soon as possible. I don't know.
What?
that was the last word.
Apple?
I just said it. That's all he said.
Apricot?
You sure you heard it right? All right.
Well,
That's
we-
probably a good idea. I mean, he'd probably know more about this Gerard stuff, anyways.
Yeah, he may actually know where to locate him better, so
Yeah.
why not?
Still
How-
on edge about last night.
Elvin must not
Wherever
feel
we
good.
go, I'd like to actively.
He's been in the laboratory a
like
long
perception
time.
on.
Okay.
Well, he's probably still
With
still
the events that have
around.
transpired recently, there's not as many people wandering around the streets. There are still, I mean, businesses are still trying to stay open, but there's a little bit more lawlessness than there has been in recent months. As you wander through the rest of Precinct 1 on your way through the city, the rock flying service still is not operating to capacity. It's more so being used for military operations and for transporting of um, political figures, wealthy people, guild masters if need be, and those on like official restoration of the guild pact and the well, just the world to get back to its balance. Um, as you travel deeper through, trying to get into, I believe it's precinct 4, might be 5. It's wherever Nivix is. You see remnants of battles that have happened in the street. There are some smashed buildings as you get further into that precinct. There's no hostile activities happening presently. But you do see rocks flying overhead, like battalions of Boros legionnaires flying on rocks to various different parts and patrolling and trying to keep an eye on what's going on. You actually see Azorius arresters wandering in parts of the city where you're not used to seeing them wander. This is kind of outside of their district. You see Boros legionnaires walking alongside. You even see volunteers from other guilds like the Simic and stuff helping to kind of maintain eyes on the city and offer healing medicines if need be for the soldiers of the soldiers and the law keepers of Ravnica. Roughly in a couple of hours go by as you're kind of carefully making your way through. You're actively making sure no one's following you or attempting to hurt you. You make it into the area of where the Nivix Spire is, and the same gate where the same like
Let's
mechanical
transfer
gate
over.
is there that greeted you before.
It's a very gaseous episode.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Oh man.
Door knocks on those.
Yeah. So yeah, it's locked. The gate is shut. It has that sort of like almost force field appearance in the archway and won't let you in because, well, you need to do your
User.
you got to do your is it things to get in. So you present your signet
Yeah, I get my
onto the little
signet.
panel, and this like robotic voice, "Welcome, Skriznet. You may enter." And the little force field kind of dissipates, and you're able to walk in.
Are they allowed to come in?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean they're your friends, so
I was just making sure with how the times are.
yeah, the times are weird, but you're definitely allowed in. So, you guys wander through the familiar area with the metal workshops and the almost like submarine style buildings, and they're all stacked up on top of each other. These like metal pods and steam pipes running everywhere. You see lightning crackling up in the sky as conduits and stuff from some of the higher up buildings are both producing electricity and generating new types of lights, like artificial lights that they experiment with here. It also seems to power some of the machines along with arcane magic that you've seen before. Which you see a few more of these robotic sentry units walking around. These steel-plated, soulless-looking golems made of metal. None of them are hostile, but they are sort of kind of walking around, just kind of keeping an eye on things. A little bit more than you have seen them before. Usually they kind of stand at important buildings or outside of the guild hall, but patrolling the streets a little bit in this precinct, in this area, within the guild hall. You reach the main entrance to the Nivix Spire, and you actually look up and you see Niv Mizzet at the very top of the spire, out on top of his balcony. He's got like his wings stretched out, and it looks like he's kind of yawning a little bit, maybe getting a nice little stretch, watching the sun come in on him, and he kind of lets out a big yawn, and you see like a little puff of flame come out of his mouth. And he kind of stretches his wings back down, and he kind of curls and kind of wanders back into his area.
That's our guy.
You're able to enter into the to the Nivik Spire with not much difficulty. You present your insignia, and they allow you to go in. The robot sentries just allow that to happen. You go back up that metal spiral kind of corkscrew staircase in the middle, and it kind of takes you back up to the top, and you're back on the upper platform. And the chamber door to Niv Mizzet's chamber is not even, it's not closed. The door is wide open. There's a lot of people kind of coming in and out. Viashino scientists, Veldican scientists, Goblin scientists. There's even members from the Simic, the Selesnya. They're in here trying to discuss ways to get medical aid to people that are kind of stuck out in the further parts of the city that aren't near bigger cities or near military facilities. They're trying to figure out ways to transport medical supplies and people who are good at medical healing and magical healing to these places. You can kind of hear that's the discussion going on as things are getting kind of grim. You hear them presently talking about a couple of attacks that happened near the Selesnya area, which is interesting because they kind of defend their own area pretty well. Something about a large worm-like creature that burrowed up through the earth and attacked basically like a settlement.
Well, that's fun.
Typically, the large worms known as siege worms throughout Ravnica are kept under control and kept in pins underneath the city. They're used as like sort of a last resort for any sort of invasion. They are herded and kept by members of the conclave known as worm callers. So that's just odd. It's an odd thing to hear that one. I mean, these people have trained for this particular skill and this for handling this type of animal. They start from the time they're very young, like they're pretty much pre-chosen. And when new worms are born, they sort of imprint on, one of the herders. So for one of them to just go wild and rampart like that, from what you guys have heard about the worm callers, it's unusual.
I want to turn the rest of my group and ask, like, just proclaim, like, do you think that has something to do with the Gorgons?
Could be. Worms and snakes.
They both slither.
From what you know about the Golgari, they have been known to use the bodies of dead worms in the past and animate them as their own protectors, with permission, of course, of the Selesnya. Like when one passes its time, or if one dies in battle. The Selesnya is not crazy about it, but in a weird way, they kind of look at it as that magnificent creature getting a second chance at life.
Mm-hmm.
But since they sort of shun necromantic magic, they're no longer allowed within the conclave. They hang out in the depths of the undergrowth, past the underbridge. You also hear a group of Azorius members talking about how there was a raid by a dragon speaker shaman that brought in a unique breed of dragon that's unique only to Ravnica. It's sort of a weird hybrid between a red dragon and a green dragon, from what you know about dragons. It looks like a red dragon on the outside, but it not only can breathe fire, it possesses the ability to poison. The Gruul sometimes use these dragons in large-scale assaults when they're trying to attack a larger structure or facility, or in times when there's strife amongst the tribes and some of the larger giants try to pick fights with some of the smaller clans. They'll use dragons and dragon speaker shamans to break those conflicts up. So there's a little bit of chaos going on with all of this news, and obviously there are sightings of this mysterious vampire, the heir of Sadek, that seem to have happened all over the city. Various different spots. He's no longer playing secret. He's now doing things out in the open and not just having his minions do it. Attacks on businesses, attacks on political figures, and even attacks on some of the other guild leaders if there's ever the opportunity presented, if they are out wandering about. as you walk through the door, not trying to really interrupt, but you were called. Niv Mizzet kind of looks up at your group, and you see a few figureheads kind of behind him that you don't recognize because you're not familiar with some of the more important figureheads in the city. You see a dryad that seems to be three beings in one, sort of twisted around one large vine or tree trunk. Above their heads are floating these sort of leaf-like crowns that float above each one of their heads, and they sort of talk as if three voices are speaking at once, although only one mouth is moving. They have different colors of hair that seem to shine and change and shift, but all of the colors within their hair are natural colors like leaves. So greens and autumn colors like the fall. You see trying to give you like the best description of this person. Hold on. Like I completely lost my train of thought for a second. You see what appears to be a sphinx-like creature. We'll go with the easier ones first. Sphinx-like creature, sort of kind of pacing back and forth, looking nervous. Much larger than the other sphinx that you saw in the court. This sphinx is a very pale blue color with long, flowing purple hair and massive wings. Wearing very intricate, detailed, gold-plated armor, not made from gold, just the color gold, with various different gems and stuff in them. The feminine face is blue, much like a Veldican skin, and completely whited out eyes. But this sphinx seems to have almost like a smile on their face, like a constant sort of warm presence about them. There is a hooded figure that you never really quite see their face. The hood sort of covers it over, and you only really see about the bottom half of their face. It's almost as if there's some sort of enchantment or magic spell covering the upper part of their face. Their cloak flows out and kind of embraces them like a shell, but still sort of flowy and wispy, almost like they're draped in a shadow. They stand not quite next to Niv, but in the back. And you get the feeling immediately as you walk in that not only is this person observing you walk in, but if need be, figuring out a way to dispatch you. You definitely feel threatened by this person. You're not sure why, they just seem very powerful. There's no other really distinguishing features amongst their face, other than their face looks kind of, I would say, not elderly, but more mature from the lower part of it. And you see little wisps of like grayish black hair kind of coming out of the bottom of the hood too. So between the Sphinx and the hooded figure and the dryad looking creature, the other figure that you see in there is a merfolk. They have sprouted human legs through some form of magic to walk around on the surface. She carries a large metal trident. She has a large fin on the top of her head that flows down all the way down to halfway on her back, and she's wearing this very, very detailed, very sturdy looking plate chest piece. She has like a bottom half that is it's like almost like a metal skirt, but you do see her feet at the very bottom. She looks menacing and imposing. She looks like a warrior. She does not look like a delegate. She has like one small scar that you see on the side of her face. She looks very stern. She looks very serious. So yes, the merfolk, the Sphinx, the shadowy person, and the dryad. I don't know why I keep forgetting the dryad. Those are the figures that you see. And of course, Niv does it.
Cool.
Niv greets you as you come in and gives kind of a nod. Friends, I am so glad that you came.
How y'all doing?
He seems a little bit perplexed, not quite recognizing the.
Not quite yet.
I don't think so.
Is it how y'all doing? Is it doing or doing?
I'm not sure what
I-
effect you're trying to go for.
I don't know. I
It's all right.
anyways. What's up, bro?
Smite you down right there, Nick.
And he uses his flame breath, and we're all dead.
You die. Let's see, Dryad, Shadowy Guy, Sphinx. I did not write all of them down. Who's the other one?
Merfolk.
Merfolk.
Yep.
Was that it?
And of course.
Yep. And then Niv. Okay. We represent one half of the guilds. This is their current leadership. These are the ones who undoubtedly agree with the unification and restructuring of the city, building the city back and finding a way to restore the Guild Pact. The other 5 might take a little bit more convincing. Some of them seem like they may be on our side. Others seem more selfish in their approaches, looking at this as an opportunity for themselves.
Is this is the comprehensive list of everyone who wants to restore the guild pack? Where's what's her nuts? Raja? I know her name.
Ariella?
Ariella. Where's shouldn't Ariella be here?
Ariella is a supporter of the Guild Pact restoration, but she is busy protecting and defending the city.
Okay. So I was confused there for a moment if this was the comprehensive list.
Borborigmos is defending his lands from his own people, as riots and revolts and those trying to overthrow him happen almost on the daily. But he is also in favor of restoring the peace and the Guild Pact.
All right.
The only ones we are not sure of are Gerard, the Ghost Council, and I don't remember the last guild.
Rakdos.
Yes, Lord Rakdos. That's it.
So there's really only 3 that aren't in favor right now.
I think that they can be convinced.
They were last time, right?
Yes. Only because there was enough bloodshed that happened. But I think that a lot of them are dealing with their own issues. I know Gerard has a civil war of his own happening in the undergrowth. The Ghost Council, you never know. They only really favor money, so if they can find a way to make a profit from it, then they'll definitely be on board. Rakdos is the wild card, though. He wasn't quite the last one to sign the last time, but he definitely wasn't the first. And I think he's going to want to watch a little bit more of the world burn before he decides to restore the peace. However, I think in my research I found something that might convince them all a little sooner. And I need your help with it. Our resources are all stretched very thin currently. But I have found a way to restore the Guild Pact. It will be different this time. As there will be no secrets. There will be no secret guilds. That was the loophole that got us in this problem in the first place. And Sadek is, or was, brilliant, and I think planted it there on purpose. My research has found a map. And this map shows the city of Ravnica before it was quite fully developed as the city of Ravnica. I drew the map as a predate to history and kind of had forgotten that I drew it. When you've been around as long as I have, sometimes you do tend to forget things sometimes. We picked this particular spot to build the city because of the strong draw to the ley lines of magic that override and underride this city. And maybe in a form of genius or accidental blunder, I'm not sure. Those ley lines are going to be the way that we restore the Guild Pact. We need to draw energy from them. And I have a device to do that. I am going to put forth a proposition to the other guilds, where they may select champions from their guilds to one what I am referring to as the Dragon's Maze. That is this hidden, non-visible pathway of ley lines. And we will do this in the old style of wit and strength, magic and might, and bloodshed if necessary. But all guilds will have a chance to crown one champion, the new living Guild Pact. Their spoken word will be law. I think that the other guilds will bite at the opportunity to have one of their own make the rules of the city. It's a lot of responsibility, and only the most just and strong and brave and true will be able to overcome the challenges of not only the obstacles that stand in your way and the challenges of finding these energies, but the other competitors. Because there are no rules. It's just who survives. And I am choosing you, Skriznet, as my champion. And your companions, but you will lead.
So we'll represent the Izzet Guild? Or
You collectively will represent the Izzet Guild.
So what if one of these are picked from their guild?
They would be able to select and use the powers of the Guild Pact however they see fit. But I choose your group collectively because you have done great things together. And I think splitting you apart would be a mistake. Now, whichever ones of you decide to take on the power and responsibility, it will be a full-time job. Should you choose to favor your own particular guilds, I trust that you will always have the best city of Ravnica in mind, and not for selfish gains. Even Elvin, I feel deep down, would do the right thing. He seems loyal to his guild and to his friends.
It's one way of putting it.
This challenge will begin as soon as we make the decree.
1 week from tonight.
In 7 days.
So, be prepared. I don't know what challenges will lie ahead of you on this path through these ancient hidden ley lines. But I do know that the power sources for a lot of them are hidden somewhere within each guild's guild gate.
Hidden somewhere where?
Within their guild gates.
Is what?
Guild gate.
Yeah, what's hidden within it?
The powers
Oh.
to draw these magical energies out. What the other competitors won't know, and you will, is that the Dragon's Maze is both figurative and literal. It's a maze. A maze that runs the entire course of the city. I hope that you will discuss this amongst yourselves and come to a conclusion. I will not be offended should you not want to undertake this challenge.
Brian. Oh, you didn't need it right this second?
I thought you might want to discuss it as a group, maybe on
Oh,
your own.
okay.
We haven't made quite the decree yet, but it will
Oh,
be
my
coming
bad.
within the next couple of days.
I mean, to jump the gun there.
And with that, I leave you to yourselves. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, we was looking to go and help Drod out a little bit. We were attacked by some of them there Gorgonites last night. So we feel like they got to be put down. But we don't really know where Gerard is or how to find him or help him or any of that stuff. Or
I would assume that he is deep within his guild hall.
cool.
Maybe you could
Is he the,
deal with that problem while you run the maze.
possibly? Is he the kind of person who would accept help, or is he just going to turn us away?
He's pretty proud.
Hmm. So it could be a fool's errand to help him out.
I also haven't spoken to Gerard directly in a while.
Can you use your beehive mind to talk with him?
I have tried to reach out to him, but I'm not sure if he is dead or very busy.
Hmm. All right. That's about all I got. You guys got anything? Questions?
That was my only question.
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to assist him, whether he wants the help or not. The Sisters of Stone Death are of legend and myth. I don't think they will be easy opponents.
I would dare I say they're not myth anymore, at least to us after last night being attacked.
Yeah, either way, whether we're doing it for Gerard or not, I think we need to take these guys out for ourselves before they take us out.
Yeah, there's a bounty on our head now. We was
Very
attacked
well.
once middle of the night.
Take a couple days to talk it over and prep if you choose to undertake it. The reward is you are law, and the fate of the world will be in your hands. You also will have a companion on your journey. Someone you know.
Who are we allowed to know who that is?
Elvin.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Motherfucker. On a cliffhanger.
To everyone watching out there in internet land or in the future, if you're watching us in the future, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show, and if you were listening to us on the Spotify, give us a like, give us a a thumbs up if that's a thing. If you're on YouTube, drop us a comment. We check all of the responses. We respond to every single person, even if you hate us. Not robots though. So with that, we will see you next week. Have a good night and see ya.
Deuces.